everybody. What's up? Hello. Let me gather myself for a moment. Husa, I am here. Hello. It's just me for now. We're waiting for our guest, but let me say hi to the chat. Welcome to another episode of HELLION ARTSHOW, where I show everybody awesome comics on Indiegogo and stuff like that. Ooh, I should send a link to some other people. Hold on. Let me invite a couple more people. How are you guys? How are you guys doing? I have to go into work tomorrow in person, and I'm a little annoyed. But we all saw that coming. They want everyone to be in the office so they can keep an eye on you. Ooh, we have someone in the background. Okay, hold on. Let me say hi to the chat real quick. And then we get started with our awesome guest today. I'm spotting sweet leather jacket for autumn. Yeah, well, my heat's not working for some reason because of all the things that went wrong with my house. Additionally, my heat is just not working. Of course, I don't know why. I was like, oh, it's getting cold. Let me turn on the heat. And so that's great. Oh, I'm glad you guys like the jacket. I'm just cold. Here. It's actually real leather. It's really old, dude. But it's real leather. I got it from somebody. It didn't fit this one of my old roommates, so she gave it to me. It's just like 8 years old, but it's actually really good quality. So cool. Hi Zeno XXL. Hi Snarky. Don Ringo. Alex VRB. Hello Hand Grenades. The visitor snapped with a sad rainy face. Thank you for that name. Matt Barr, you have the link. You should join us. Nefarious, hello, what's up, John? Mike TV Dub, hi. Now go solo, Teflon Rod. So many people. Hello, all our regulars. Okie dokie. Okay. And Marumi was the first here. All right, let me bring in our guest and let's get started, shall we? Da-da-da! Hi, Micah!
Hey, Rainy, what's going on?
What's up? Let me get my headphones. Oh, I just forgot my headphones aren't on. Yay, now I can hear you.
Excellent. What's up?
Excellent! I'm a professional at this. What is up? I think this is technically the second time we've spoken, but I've never spoken to you one-on-one. So, kind of nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, officially.
Officially, yeah. You were on another stream with Ethan a while ago, and And I know you've been making comics, but I don't really know much about your history, so this will be interesting. This will be a nice introduction for me, at least, because I don't know what you've done. I've taken a look at Englewood. It looks great,
Thank
but
you.
I want to learn all about what led up to that and what you've been doing before. Hey, what's up? It's Phil. I assume it's Phil. It could be Brandon, but
It's
you're
usually
eating
Phil.
Panera. It's usually Phil, yeah. You're eating Panera. Panera sounds good. You know what I had a craving for today? All of a sudden, um, I was just driving to FedEx and I had a craving for Witch. I was like, oh, I was driving by this Subway and I was like, oh, I really want a sub, but the kind of sub I'm thinking of, it's not Subway. What did I want? Is it Jimmy John's? And I remember there was a Witch in Atlantic Station years and years ago in downtown Atlanta. Where the fuck have all the Witches been? I kind of miss it.
I actually don't know what a witch is. I'm guessing that's your area because I'm up in Illinois, the Chicago area, so we don't have those.
Right. Yeah, it's probably a regional thing. It's it's a sub shop, but
Okay.
it's really good. And I would get, they have like a crab sub, like a crab sandwich, and like it's like the kind of shredded crab meat you put in udon and sushi, but they put it in
Right.
with a bunch of lettuce and stuff. It was really good, and their bread is different than Jimmy John's or Subway's. Anyways, can you tell I'm a little hungry?
Yes. Don't worry. I know the feeling.
Yeah, anyways, so we're here to talk about comics, guys, by the way.
Yes.
King League, what's up? Which? No, it's like a WICHW WHICH WICH. Get
Does it start with WH, which, and then
yes, like
just
which
WICH?
sandwich.
So like
Yeah,
you're
like
asking which sandwich. Okay,
yes,
there you go.
like which sandwich. Yeah, yeah, it's clever, isn't it?
I like it.
Yeah, it's.
But there's a lot of ways they could have gone with that. If they wanted a Halloween theme, they could have just put witch as in witches, and then witch, and then there's your mascot. So
yeah, that would have been great. Oh, I hope they're still around. I'm gonna like go on a hunt for witches now. I hope they're still around. Okay, all right. That place is mine. It is, isn't it? All right, let's. anyways, guys. Let's see. Do I have any housekeeping items? Let me see. Let's just take a. Let me share screen. I don't think hasn't been too much going on. I've got a. Auction. I have an auction this Saturday. And I have to post the pieces that I'm working. I'm still working on a couple, but just so everyone knows, I'm going to be it's on Red Valkyrie, so that's their quarterly art auction, and I should be at the earliest time slot, I think, so like 11ish, and it's really early this year, so it kind of caught me by surprise. So I'm not done with all my stuff, and I won't have too much, but I'll have like my usual tentacle girls and all that crap. So you guys can be sure to show up there this Saturday at 11ish on Red Valkyrie if you want to nab some original art, not just from me, but from other people. And auctions are always fun because it's just everybody yelling at each other, and it's great. It's great. It's very motivating. And let's see. I think that's about it. I have a convention coming up. I think I'll be at South Carolina Comic Con in about a week. Oh my god, time flies! I'm going to be at South Carolina Comic Con, and then I'm going to be flying to Colombia for a convention in Bogota, actually.
Oh wow!
So that's going to be fun. I'm going to be hanging with my team, my fiendish team, which is all in Colombia, which is funny. That's why I wanted to launch when I launched, because I was like, I need to get my first 30 in before I fly out. So I'm going to be driving to South Carolina because it's a one-day show on a Sunday, and then I'm gonna close Fiendish on I think Monday night, and then Wednesday I'm flying out to Colombia. So,
holy cow!
I'm really busy, guys. If I'm just kind of out of it or hard to reach, that's why. Oh, there's a super chat. I'm sorry, I almost missed it. Count Dooku. One more time, Rini. Thank you. You just said I dream of Rini a bunch of times. Thank you, Count Dooku. You're always so sweet. Oh, now I want Panera or Wish. Oh my gosh. Phil, you made me hungry. How dare you? Indiegogo, hi. Hello, servant of God. Hello, SGD. Hello, so many New people. I don't think I've seen you guys around. Vina Reviews, howdy. Howdy. Lady Lol, hello. Ooh, there's another super chat. King Leak of Hard Rock Comics for 5. Thank you. Here's a down payment towards the commission. So, well, that's gonna be a very tiny commission. It's for $5. JK, obviously. Howdy, Micah. Long live CG. Congrats with Fiendish 2. When are you coming to Texas? Are you asking me or Micah?
I mean, you don't have to convince me to go to Texas. I'll go whenever, just for the barbecue.
Right. Well, I don't know. I love Texas. I lived in Austin for a while. Well, I hated Austin, but I like the rest of Texas. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know when I'll be going. Maybe Anime Matsuri next year? Since it's going to be a thing. The only reason I'm going to South Carolina, Bogota, is because I got invited as a guest, so I don't have to pay, which is great. Like, I don't want to go to a convention anymore because I can promote myself on YouTube. Like, conventions are just, like, kind of annoying. Unless I'm going to hang out with people, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to have a CG get-together in a MegaCon, apparently, next year. So, that's going to be fun. Ooh, my co-host, the lovely... amazing. Well, I don't know is he lovely? He is lovely. Dan, you are lovely. He's making gestures in the background. The Boo Master himself, Boo Dan, what's up?
Hello,
Thanks
friend.
for joining. Hello, friends.
I would have been here sooner, but I was getting food, and the baby was calling on the phone.
Oh.
And he said to say hello to his Auntie Rini, and he appreciates all his little gifts that he got. So.
Hi, Megalodon.
Yes.
Dan's baby's name is Megalodon. That's his real name. Did you guys know that? We have a pterodactyl and a Megalodon.
What's next? Stegosaurus?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. It's just a thing. We should... Like, whoever has a baby now, it needs to just be a meme. Everybody who has a baby in CG just names their baby.
I was going to name
as a dino moniker.
I was going to name him Triceratops, but then everybody told me that... they're like, no, you're not allowed to. The chat has to be the one that names your kid, because I guess that's what they did with pterodactyl. So they ended up picking Megalodon, and I was like, it's kind of perfect.
It's kind of perfect because he's huge, isn't he?
He's huge. Also, like most of our family's love of things are like ocean related. And I'm a huge Jaws fan, and like it was like, okay, I guess they knew me better than I knew myself and my child.
That's awesome. Isn't that so weird how a lot of times these things just fall into place and it's just like, oh, the fates have aligned and things are perfect. Well, that's awesome. Candugo for 2. Again, thank you. Always miss your Oz? Oz? I don't know what that work my day job every time. Well, I still have a day job. It's great. Is Phoenix going in demand?
I know the feeling.
It should. Yup. It should be. Do you still have a day job?
In lawn gnomes.
We're all doing this part time, right?
I am.
The weekend.
At least at the moment.
I actually am. It's getting to the point where it's really hard, but it's like I want to be safe. I'm like afraid of
3 more campaigns like this, and I think you'll be safe.
Yeah. I don't know. It's it's getting to the point where it's hard for me to handle all the work, you know, because it's so much. But yeah, I wanna just make sure this is sustainable. You know what I mean? Anyways, sorry, change our campaign. I assume you mean campaign image. Yes, I listened to the critique that you and Bancroft gave, and I changed the campaign. I changed several things. The campaign, I moved the website link to the bottom. So thank you very much for giving me feedback. Austin does suck. Yeah. Oh, Servant of God 777 for 2. Thank you. Backer 4029. Awesome. Thank you so much. Can't wait to read. Thank you so much, Servant of God. I appreciate it. And we're doing really well. We're at 108,000. Oh my God. The next stretch goal is at 110,000. I still can't really wrap my head around that number, but that is the next stretch goal to add more pages to the book. And then I should have a really awesome surprise for you guys for the next one.
Fiendish is making its way to 200K.
Okay, we're not there yet. Let's calm down. Oh, super chats! Thank you guys. Okay, let's chill with the super chats because I want to start talking about Micah's book soon. Please. Okay. I really appreciate it. But okay, let's just wait a couple minutes. Kanduka for 5. Thank you. I will get and frame some of your original art one day. By the way, you're so close to 110K. Yes. Come on and promote. Henshin a go baby. Thank you. Promote. I am. I've been streaming almost every fucking day for like 3 weeks.
Oh gosh.
I'm dying. Yes, a lot of work. Count Digger for 2 again! Oz, I always miss your auctions. Oh, auctions! I see. Yeah, well, hopefully you can join us this weekend. That'll be great. Micah does have a book. And speaking of Micah's book, you have 2? I saw 2. Inglewood.
Inglewood and 3 Nights. 3 Nights is the one that I contacted you about the one thing.
Oh, right.
Was Inglewood the one that had the lighter?
The lighter?
There we go.
Did you have a lighter as an... Okay, it's a different campaign.
Yeah, different campaign. I haven't done anything like that yet.
Okay.
Yet being the formative word.
Yes.
Yet. Well, all right. Why don't you tell us about, give us your pitch and or who you are, just wherever you want to start.
Well, if there's anybody in the chat who doesn't know me, my name is Micah Curtis. I am old school. Hey, Matt.
What's going on, buddy?
Not too much.
Matt Bar.
But
keep it going. Sorry, I didn't mean to break you up.
You're good, dude. I'm an old school comic skater, as in I was part of the movement before EVS even came in. Not a huge amount of time beforehand, about 3 or 4 months. But regardless, I've been around forever. It seems like, and I started as just a content creator, and then some people encouraged me to start in on writing my own stuff. So, the first book that started that off was Inglewood Book One, which we even went a little bit bold with it, and with that one we did the very first wraparound cover of a CG book. So this, of course, is the sequel to that. The storyline is it's about a pro mixed martial arts fighter who has a tragedy hit him, and then he decides, with his martial arts skill, to hit the streets and take out the gangs that have caused all the suffering in the city of Chicago.
Nice cover.
So, yeah, both covers on this one are, pardon my French, but fucking incredible.
Oh, you can swear all you want on this stream.
Nice.
Not a problem. This is Preston Acevedo, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Preston. He just finished that one for me. He was supposed to send me a higher res version of the image, but I think he forgot. But yeah, that is the alt cover that we just debuted yesterday. And then the original cover is done by Donald DeLay. Mm-hmm. And then the interiors are done by, why am I forgetting his name?
What does it say here?
Oh, it should say...
Is this the original cover? Like right here?
Yeah, that's the first cover.
Okay.
That's the main one.
Pencils, inks by Donald DeLay, producing colors by John... Scotsman is doing colors. Nice.
Yep, he did it just for the cover.
Oh, the cover. Okay, all right.
I think anytime I commission Donald for work, I'm gonna grab Scotsman to do the colors. Like he gets it. You just every once in a while you get those pencilers and those colorists that just they sync perfectly.
Oh,
I think Donald and Scotsman are just. I think Scotsman does just as good of a job of coloring Donald's work as Inkspots does. So, but the main artists on the book are Rafael Gistrani, and then Brian Martinez, the artist on book 1, also did some of the interiors as well. Sadly, he wasn't able to finish the book.
I see. All right, I see. Cool. I like the interior colors. Like this Remlight really helps.
Thank you. My colorist is literally named Dr. Strange.
What?
His last name is actually Strange, yes.
Oh.
First name's Armando. So he's not a master of the mystic arts.
Right.
At least not that I know of.
Doctor?
I believe it's in art history is what he got his doctorate in. So not like an actual physician.
Actually study that? Well, I mean, that's just impressive for the nerdery of it, so.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Dr. Strange, I like that. Yeah, very cool. Let's see. Windy City. So, is that Denver?
Chicago.
I don't fucking know. I thought
That's
that was,
okay.
Oh, wait. Denver is the Mile High City.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Damn. Hey, Jimmy is here. What's up, Jimmy Reyes? Hey, hello. My hair? Okay. Not to get sidetracked, but somebody was criticizing me on Malin's stream for having a giant forehead, and I got a little sensitive.
What?
So I trimmed my bangs and I combed them further on the side. I do have a big forehead. I blame my mother. Her forehead is like gigantic, but so I hope you guys like it. There you go. I redid my hair today. Yeah. Thou shalt not. Well, huh? Is it the leather jacket or is it the hair? I'm not.
You got the hair, the leather jacket, the little trifold hanging from your neck.
I always have this. It's not that.
You're ready to take on the world.
Forehead damage.
It's 5 head
That's
damage.
right.
Everybody 5 head damage. Oh my god, emotional trauma.
Damage.
Emotional trauma. Okay. Anyways.
We're gonna get sensitive about our foreheads. I'm gonna have to just do this the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stop.
I've got that.
No, but for
we
like
should
women,
just take a
you're
bunch
not.
of photos of just like our eyeballs and then like our giant foreheads.
Yeah.
Well, like I'm not balding or anything, but it's just.
I was gonna say you don't have my problem with that.
No, I don't. I have plenty of hair, but like, well, it's just I have like a gigantic fucking forehead.
No,
That's
it's not
why
that bad,
I always
gosh.
have bangs. Okay, anyways, yeah. I want to look nice. I'm so sensitive and fragile, everybody.
Tom Hiddleston.
Got you, Rainy. We got you.
Thank you. Okay, so the posters, are these like add-on items for the campaign?
Yes. They are available as 11 by 17s. That right there is the second cover to book 1. And then people can, of course, get the main cover to book 2. And then there's a couple other ones available as well. Mm-hmm. So.
Cool. Is book 1 available with this campaign?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
If I didn't do that, Malin would probably find me and kick my ass.
Probably.
There was a campaign the other day. It looked great. I wanted to back it, but books 1 and 2 were not available on the campaign. I was like, well, I can't jump in on 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, why would anyone do that? That's
I don't know.
Yeah, it's free money. Well,
They
not
had
free money,
PDFs
but
available, but I'm backing books over here, not PDFs.
No, people want
I'm
books.
backing books over here.
Hey.
American backers, they want books.
oh yeah,
Ooh, Peregrine. I like that name.
Peregrine. Yes,
Peregrine. English
Yes.
is hard.
That cover.
my friends over at Graded Point 5.
That's a great.
That's their character, their flagship, and
okay.
we did a crossover poster for their cover, and then I want to say like a week later, people were in the chat of my stream chat and were like, we want this crossover. We want both characters out there. I'm like, done. I'll start writing it tomorrow. So.
Oh, that's so cool. I think having crossovers we should do more CG crossovers. We're doing one. Isn't that right, Dan?
That is right.
Eventually that'll happen.
Hopefully it'll be arriving next year.
Yeah, next year. We're taking our time because we want to do it right, but it'll be with either Goblin Girl or Fiendish. Yeah, I feel like there's little like different little pockets of comics. You know, we've got a fantasy club. We've got obviously a lot of people doing superheroes, and we should do more crossovers if the characters fit. That's nice.
Oh yeah,
100%.
She is good characters. I really like her design, and she fits her name too, Peregrine.
What is Peregrine? Is that like a hawk?
It's a bird.
yeah. It's a falcon.
Yeah.
It has like the thing about the Peregrine Falcon is like it has the fastest diving speed of any bird of prey from what I remember. Like the velocity is so crazy. What it does is it dives down and snaps the necks of its prey,
Nice.
and then comes back and eats whatever it's left over. So
Ooh,
I know why I
that's
thought
badass.
about the leader of the Hawkmen from Flash Gordon when he goes dive and they all like start diving.
oh yeah,
References I don't get! Yay! Wow! Welcome back to my show.
oh
Sorry.
goodness.
Cover.
I'm watching anime, man. I'm like trying to catch up on anime.
Yeah, you need to make
for
more
you.
anime references, otherwise I'm not gonna. There's a
Oh, my
cultural
copies of
rift.
Blue Girl in my
Makes me so sad.
storage.
Well, here I'll just move my head for a second. There's enough reference for everybody.
Oh, hold on. Let me full screen you.
So this is
Yes, yeah. You contacted me about Berserk, right?
Is that
Yes.
Berserk? Would
Oh,
you
yeah.
like to suck my
Did you get
cock,
volume
Berserk?
10 yet?
Yeah, let me move my fat head.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Have
gosh.
you
Oh
picked
my
up
gosh.
volume 10 yet, Micah?
Have I what now?
Have you picked up volume 10 yet?
Not yet. I need to.
I saw it at San Diego, but I didn't look through it because it was sealed, obviously.
I haven't. I want to I need to be mentally prepared to read it. I want to Is it finished? Did they finish it?
No. They're after Miura passed away. They took some time to figure out where they wanted to go with things, and now a new team that is working off of his notes for how to finish it are doing it, and they're doing a good job too.
Yeah, I think it's his assistants, and his assistants are doing a lot of the work already before he passed. So,
Yeah.
I think it's just the same people minus him.
Basically,
pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
The only
good.
major thing you'll notice about the art is that it doesn't have Miura's heavy inks. It's very light touch on the ink work, but it's still really, really good looking.
Interesting.
I like this art.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is nice.
Yeah, these are the chapter pages that came with the box tier on this thing, and basically they divide chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3.
Right. So, the chapter pages. Are you printing multiple chapters in
No,
one
they're all in the
book?
same book. So it's like every however many pages is one chapter. I kind of wrote it when I did this script. I wasn't sure kind of how the market was going because
Oh, that's cool.
at the time what was going on with CG when I did book 1 is we were basically doing 36 to 44 page books like clockwork. And then people were like, well, we want bigger page counts. So I had already written what would amount to be 3 or 4 more floppies of Inglewood, and I'm like, why not just combine them into one graphic novel? And then we just what would have ended up being covers ended up being the chapter pages, and we're like, well, we'll turn these into prints too.
Yeah. I see. So if this book you're right here, this is Inglewood Book 2. What chapter to what chapter is that? Is it like a trade paperback where you collect several chapters all at once?
It's put together like a trade paperback sort of. So it's got book 1 is still available as its own thing. It's 36 pages plus bonus content that was on the original campaign. And then book 2 is basically the rest of the first arc. So it's if it were individual issues, it would be the first book that was out was issue 1, and then issue 0, and then this book is issues 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, I see. Right, I was gonna ask, how does the issues break down? Okay, I see. That makes sense. Yeah. I kind of realized the same thing where, honestly, the main obstacle to doing multiple chapters in a book is just it takes longer, and the backers have to wait longer, so you don't want people to have to wait too long. But it really is, with printing costs and everything, really it's better to just print more pages all at once and give people more story material, and it's, backers are happier that way anyways. So, yeah, I totally agree on that, but it's
And
hard
here
when
I
you're
thought I
drawing.
was the less pages with my second book, and now you guys are talking me out of it here on this.
I'm not talking you out of doing less pages. I just want you to stop redrawing things.
I have stopped.
Dan's going to
drawing.
release a 12-page book.
Yeah. Currently, I have stopped
That's never
redrawing
gonna happen.
pages. I'm just waiting. Billy is coloring the pages. He colored some the other day. The coloring is really what takes a long time.
Yeah.
Right.
Even if I was to do
everything.
it myself, I think my speed is maybe I could do a finished page in about 2 days.
Okay.
Which
that's
for
not...
me is a long time.
Yeah. No,
That's laboring.
Well, that's my speed if I had nothing else to do, but I have too much other shit to do.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good speed for comics, really.
Yeah.
I like to move much faster than that. I need to have 2 or 3 pages in a day.
Of colored?
Yeah, that's insane.
No, just general.
Right.
Just like pencils.
I work on
do
a
you work
page-
digital or do you work traditional, Dan?
I work digital with color, but
Okay.
traditional with the pages. Like color, I know takes me a long time, which is why I like hired somebody to do it for me. That, and I don't think my sense of like coloring things where everything looks balanced. It doesn't look like I use too much of this color or these colors look weird together. Like I don't know color theory and all that type of stuff. So that's the main reason why I got somebody, because like I'm used to like when I draw my pages, I want those like to be like have like when I sit down and have pencil pages, I want like 12 in a day or something like that, or like 6.
Jesus.
And then when I ink them, I want like at least 3 or 4 in a day. So it's like coloring to me is like a huge like mental crippling thing when I stop to color something, because I'm just laboring for hours on the same page, and it's like difficult. So like anybody that can color quick, I'm like, yes, I worship thee.
No, colors are like, just slap it all out. What's annoying is the flats, but after the flats is really easy. Just like do shading, lighting, blah blah blah, real quick.
Yeah.
But inking takes the longest for me. But we have different styles.
Yeah.
Really different styles. For me, I have to get like the structure right, and inking takes fucking forever.
I have to get the volume out of mine.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Well. For me, I've got all these details and I over detail everything, but for you, you have to spend a lot of time making sure that you get, the perfect
roundness
circumference.
of things.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Because you're
the squeeze factor.
Round.
That's what I focus on too with mine. Like, is the bulge. Like I'm not drawing a lot of like.
Bulges are important. Bulges are important. I mean,
I'm not drawing a lot of women. So I'm drawing a lot of dudes, but I'm making sure, like they all have.
Oh, that's not a problem with me. I appreciate
good
that.
70s, yeah.
You're doing God's work, Matt.
I mean, it's like late 70s, early 80s jeans, slacks, lots of bulges. Yeah, you can definitely tell how they're dressed, left or right. You can definitely tell.
They're the type of men that make Rini go.
I
wouldn't know that. I wouldn't presume.
Know.
I wouldn't presume to know what your type is.
I have not revealed that because that's dangerous and people are. It's just
especially on the internet. Yes.
This is the internet, and I know how this works. So, Micah, if you don't know how this stream goes, this is completely normal.
No, I'm good.
Micah, I haven't met you yet.
I hang around EVS. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Yeah, but EVS is fairly uncensored. But I'm just letting you know if.
I don't know.
It is
you can see
almost impossible to get through one of these shows without talking about penises and Pathfinder.
Yeah, like between.
It's like bingo.
From you down, we're just above my head. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a beaded curtain that is hanging there, and the comic creators that hang out behind the beaded curtain are down here. It's like when you go into your adult movie store. You go into your movie store, and there's the beaded curtain in the back.
Are we behind the beaded curtain?
Yes, we are. We're all the extreme violence and sexuality.
I'm so pure. Yes.
I don't know if I should. I think Matt is with me, but he
might
be a little more like half out the curtain, really.
The curtain.
You guys have curtains?
Yeah.
You guys have curtains in front of the.
Once again, this is something Rini doesn't know.
I don't know. Okay, so in the manga,
because you're on the Kings, it doesn't count. You're like a queen.
Rini
it doesn't really count.
They used
you're
to have
CG queen. It doesn't matter.
In the 80s, well, actually, video stores and comic shops.
I do have a question about your comic, Micah.
They used to have a little room in the back.
This was great.
Dan is in the process of explaining to Rini the
beaded curtains.
The beaded curtain that hit all the porno movies in the back of video stores back in the day.
I get the idea. Yeah, just I was just gonna say in video stores in Taiwan. Yeah, in manga shops in Taiwan and video stores there was no curtain. It was just in the back. But you just walk in. They were like, "Oh, you're not supposed to be here if you're a kid." And then I'm a kid, clearly a child walking in.
The video store that I remember we had like saloon doors. It was like old Western saloon doors instead of the beaded. Yeah.
You had a fancy porn shop, is what you're saying.
I wouldn't call it a porn shop. It was just like a kick-ass video store. No, it was just like a video store, and then behind like those like saloon doors in the back, there was like adult stuff, So you didn't go back there, but whenever the doors like swung open, you'd like look real quick, like see.
See, the funny thing is, when I was in high school, we didn't like my video store didn't have one of those. The closest but the one like taboo section that nobody ever went to, oddly enough, was the anime section, and it had all the like crazy '90s freaking anime that was gory as shit, like MD Geist, Biohunter. What else? What else did I rent from back there? Because that was my introduction to the more mature elements of anime. Was that sort of shit. Akira was back there. I can't even remember all of it, but it was fucking nuts in a good way.
Right. Wait, what? Akira was back there next to like the hentai and shit?
No, it wasn't hentai. It was just like
just anime.
Yeah, it was just R-rated anime.
Oh,
but there was like a bunch of classics back there that like stuff that nowadays people are like, oh yeah, that was amazing. At the time, like nobody wanted to touch it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, was there probably like, oh my god, comics that are rated R and violent, bloody, heresy. Yeah. That's weird. I really do. I wish I was here to see how anime was perceived in America.
I remember renting a copy of Akira, and it wasn't in English. There was no subtitles, just straight Japanese. And I brought a bunch of my normie friends over. I was like, "You guys got to see this cartoon. It's sick." And they're
like,
just like that.
It was nuts. Like I remember when Akira first got dubbed, and I watched it. I was shocked because the voice of Kaneda is Cam Clark, Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I rented Fist of the North Star, and one of the characters in it was Uncle Phil. Like, what the hell is going on here?
Somebody's got a mortgage payment, right?
Yeah.
You want me to voice over what? Will it ever get released in America? Okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
Money.
Let's say Chris Penn, Sean Penn's brother, the guy that was in Reservoir Dogs. He was in the live-action American-made movie of Fist of the North Star.
Yep.
Rest in peace, buddy.
Yeah.
He's no longer with us.
Yep.
Alex, hey, Micah, I don't think that was normal.
Have you ever heard of Phoenix Jones?
I can't see that I have.
I don't know if he's still doing it, but he was an MMA fighter during the day, and then at night he was dressing up as Phoenix Jones, like a street vigilante.
That guy. Okay, now I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
And I don't recall what city he was in, but he was in some city that had like stand your ground laws, or like fair combatant law or something like that, where it's like if you square up, like the cops could just stand there and watch you guys fight, like if both people like agree. So he was like walking around with his fucking costume on, and like helping women like leave the bar if they look too drunk or something. You know what I mean? He was like trying to do good guy stuff.
Yeah.
There's some videos of him beating the shit out of some dudes, dude. Like people being like, "Oh, what's that fucking costume? Oh, you think you're a fucking superhero?" Like, yeah, I'll fight you. And him just wrecking them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Just wrecking them in the street. It's like, what? Like, this guy's wearing this... And it's, like, kind of goofy. It's like, imagine if, like, it's like Nightwing, but, like, with, like, gold trim instead of blue.
Phoenix? Let me look it up, because I've never heard of this.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, now that you mention it, I don't remember whose stream I was on, but yeah, this is him. Somebody brought him up to me because it kind of reminded them of the Saint, who's the lead character in Inglewood.
Huh.
I mean, I'm not trying to bring him up to be like, hey, is this where you got your shit? I was just like...
Nah, you're good, dude. I get you. Like, well, the comparison point's rather, like, really obvious, so...
I mean, but it's only, like vaguely visuals, you know what I mean? Like, there's a whole bunch of other shit, and this guy, I think, has been arrested and has this really weird hairdo.
Yeah.
He's been arrested?
I don't think he does it anymore.
Probably. If he's straight up a vigilante, you probably would get arrested in the real world, but that's crazy. We had someone literally being a superhero.
I thought he was still out there, like, busting crime in a future time.
Does it ever make you wonder, like, maybe does this not trigger a fucking supervillain?
You would think. I mean, was it called escalation?
Yeah.
Not to be like corny and goofy, but maybe, you know, somebody's like, oh, you're gonna dress like that? Well, then I'm gonna be a supervillain and I'm gonna go slash tires and fucking call you out, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, there's enough like shitty, insane people on the streets already.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm the fucking slasher, and I just go around slashing tires and like.
Not
fucking,
even that, you know.
Matt's the mad slasher.
I'd be like the mad shitter. I like smear shit on people's fucking doorknobs and stuff. Fuck you, Phoenix Jones. You won't catch me.
Is that him? Or is that a...
That's it. I think somebody photoshopped a different head onto him.
That doesn't look like him. I like how the cops are like, I gotta keep an eye on him.
I looked up his record here on Wikipedia. January 9th, 2020, Jones was arrested for allegedly selling MDMA to an undercover cop.
Oh.
And that him and his partner were also in possession of about 4 grams of cocaine.
Well, you know what they say about your heroes.
Dude,
it seems that Mr. Jones is he's a fan of the white drugs.
I do not sniff the cocaine or smoke sense of me. Dude, it's like imagine Nightwing getting busted for like selling grams of venom. You know?
Yeah, basically.
Yo, man, I got the venom for you. I know what you want. Venom.
Oh Lord.
You know. Damn.
Yeah, sure. It was part of a plan to catch
Hood.
a bad guy. Totally.
There's somebody called Molly that the chat says is his sidekick.
I think that's the joke. Is that because MDMA is also known as Molly?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I just saw that girl earlier with the purple hair, and that's my brain wasn't even going there yet.
And some younger person told me that like, no, Molly is different from ecstasy. I was like, okay, if you say so.
Oh my God, say it ain't so, Billy Duncan. It says Coolio got busted for drugs just recently.
Oh, jeez.
Coolio?
Yeah, I've met him a bunch of times in LA. Just when I was up there, I was working in film for a little while, making documentaries and stuff with some friends of mine, and we would see him all the time in like Burbank or whatever, just wandering around. We're going out to get food and stuff. He was really nice. So
yeah, I thought he went to China and started making action movies and shit in China.
He did make some with Mike Tyson, and
wasn't he pissed off that he wasn't in another Batman movie? He was like, yo, man, I was supposed to be Scarecrow.
I didn't hear that. That's funny.
I've never heard that.
Because he's in Batman and Robin.
I don't know who this is.
Down Goes Solo
Purple
says
Rain?
somebody is a serial assaulter.
Oh, shit. Look at that, dude.
Purple Rain. Apparently, she's someone else who was, I guess, like really doing vigilante stuff.
Yeah.
I was wondering who the purple girl was. That's so crazy.
Look at that outfit.
Dude, she better be badass, because, I mean, it's just somebody rolling up on you, like...
She looks like she'd be related to
dude
Anna.
Would beat the
that
shit
Star
out
Wars
of her.
girl.
She probably has like 5 tasers and those bags on her hips.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Hey, just if you're on the street and then somebody assaults you, you don't have to fight fair. Use
That's
the
true.
fucking taser.
Well, I don't think that.
Yeah, I want her to throw down
away.
smoke bombs and fucking, grappling hooks and shit. Yeah, I want her. She looks like the Huntress.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we still have self-defense in this country because in some countries you can't use greater force to defend yourself, and it's fucked up. But here you can, and I'm very happy.
But here's my question. Well, no, I guess it's bullshit because I was gonna say like, if they're dressing like this, are they not like stepping out and like calling attention and instigating it, or?
But they're probably.
Or would the same argument be made for like carrying? Like, no, I could carry my gun and not be considered instigating. Like,
I think so. I think once they have a reputation, sort of people would see them and not do shit because it's it's like a deterrent, right? And probably at first it would look kind of silly because I totally get how people would see them and
It's also
I wouldn't fuck with somebody dressed like that though. I mean, not that I ever do anything that calls to be like, hey man, you need to chill what you're doing by a guy dressed like that. But if I saw him, I don't think I would want to
I wouldn't either because
shit.
Either they actually know what they're doing or they're just fucking insane. And
exactly.
I just get a picture with them. You're like, hey, I like the costume. Come to let me get a photo with you.
Are you cosplaying? Don't stab me.
And that's what I would just assume. It's like I guess they're on their way to a convention or some shit.
I'd also be like, what are you selling now? How much are you selling?
Oh my god.
MDMA? What? Give me weed? No.
Shut up,
All right.
man.
Never mind.
Chop Chaz. Oh, that fucking Forgot about that.
Oh, Jesus.
What the fuck is that, Chop Chaz?
It was the
anarchist, like, colony in the middle of fucking Seattle that ended up in some dead teens.
Oh, that's right.
Who would have thought that's how it would
Are they doing any, like, hearings about that?
I don't know.
There were when they broke it up, there were a lot of arrests from what I remember, but
okay.
I was writing politics.
Right
I don't remember, but I just I was writing for I was in politics at the time as a journalist, and I was covering that whole thing. And I remember when it broke up. I remember the one thing that was the beginning of the end for it was there was a shooting that went on in it, and because it was an autonomous zone, the EMTs couldn't go in.
Yes,
that's crazy.
The person died.
It was this really fucked up situation. It was like a kid too. So a couple of kids were joyriding in the area, and that it freaked out the self-appointed guards, like the self-appointed the vigilantes of Chop, Chaz, whatever. And they thought it was like people threatening them. They're like, oh, these are fascists, and they're coming here to get us or something, because there's two teenagers riding around in a van, and they shot up the van. And because the area was essentially a lawless zone, the area needs to be secure for the EMTs to come in. And because the zone, they self-dedicated themselves as a no police zone, and the police can go in to secure the area to make sure the EMTs could safely enter. The EMTs were refusing to enter, and so the kid died, and they blamed the EMT for not entering this insanely dangerous area that's not secure.
Yeah.
It was a complete clusterfuck. I remember, because it was like, I don't know. I was following politics really closely at the time.
It was a mess, to say the least.
It was really sad. It was like, and the kid's dad was on TV and stuff. I'll never forget. It was like, it didn't need to happen at all.
Did that area ever go back to normal, or is it still Chop Chaz area?
Well, they shut the thing down. I don't know if it's gone back to normal completely yet.
But I mean, is it gone back?
They grabbed a police station and burned it out, right? Was that in the same town, or was
that was Minneapolis? It was up in Minnesota.
It's a different city, a different town.
Dude, so much shit happened in 2020, man.
That was a
But they want to focus on January 6th, though, right?
I can't believe people kind of just like, well, it was fine. They're just brushing past how much fucking crazy shit happened.
Yeah,
it's weird. Anyways, well, if you're against crazy shit like that, and you want heroes who will fight chop idiots.
Oh, scroll down. What was he doing? He was fighting some guy with giant wings.
You came.
Yes. Right. I probably need to explain that poster.
Yeah.
Tell us. This book is part of a larger universe, and it does have its own Dracula. And I'm actually doing another horror book, because I imagine we're going to talk about Three Nights as well. I've got another horror book planned after Three Nights Part 2 that goes over the origins of the Dracula of that universe, called The First Servant, which is actually about the first person in that universe that Dracula turns into a vampire, and exactly how that relationship goes. So given that there will be a Dracula versus Saint story at some point, I'm like, fuck it, let's do a poster. So Bogdan, who is the artist on that future book, he decided to throw this sucker together, and I think it looks awesome. So
very nice.
Very nice. So this is also available as a poster?
Yep. Now for that one, though, you have to still get the box tier. It's not available just as a normal one anymore. It was a limited time thing. So.
Okay. So are all these are prints? Are they available as add-ons?
They are in the box as well. So.
Okay. So the only way you can get all the prints is to get like the big box of everything. I love that design. That's really. I like really simple designs that, just because the point is communication. It's not always about showing off cool art.
Oh yeah.
It needs to read clearly. I like that.
Yeah, and I actually plan on we're going to be fulfilling this book probably in the next couple of months. When we do, I'll be going out to the fulfillment center where me and my business partner do things out of, and I'll be airbrushing all of the boxes, all of the designs on them. So.
Oh, really? Oh boy,
Yep.
That's a lot of work.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's a bit of a step up from like the gunpla that I do, but I've got my spray booth, I've got my airbrush, I'm good.
Well, I just saw that you
The what
limited to
club?
30, so that's not that bad.
No, not too terrible.
Yeah, I was like, well, I thought you would have like 100 to do or something, but
No,
that's
no,
not
no,
that
no.
bad.
That would be nuts.
Yeah, that would be. So you have a digital comic. Interesting. It's always interesting to see how. I think the people who would get digital comics, usually like European customers and stuff, it's a small amount, but those people really want a digital comic because they don't want to pay for shipping,
Yeah,
which is understandable.
exactly. Shipping these days, especially out of the country, is insane.
Yeah.
So now you guys are trying to talk me into doing digital. I'll see how it is.
Oh my god, Dan! You do
know,
whatever you
man.
want. I have digital, but just not on my campaign. I have like a digital store elsewhere, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it makes sense. There was other people who were asking me the same thing, like, "You're missing out on money if you don't do digital," and I'm just like, I guess, but I'm making like a physical thing here. And they're like, well,
Yeah.
and I guess
You know, it depends.
like there's friends of ours that we have that are out of the country that have asked about a digital book, and I'm gonna make a digital one just for them. But I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe
Well,
I
that's
should
different.
at some point. That's different because we care about them.
Yeah.
There are people.
Yeah, send like just specific people like PDFs, but then make sure you put like their
Yeah.
name across the PDF on
Well,
each
this
page.
is what I'm
That way
saying
if
is,
the
like-
shit gets leaked out, you'll know who did it.
Yeah, like, do you make it like really low res or something? Like, how does the digital thing even work to where you make it so that it
I
makes
don't know if
sense?
there's really a way to stop. It's really hard to stop any digital copies from getting out. Like, even if you put someone's name on it, it's pretty easy to Photoshop it out if someone knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. So I don't know. I think the people who want a physical book, they're still gonna get the physical book, and I'll make it to not annoy anyone who gets the physical book. I might just take out, because I have so much extra content, I might take out all that stuff for the digital version, and but primarily my digital versions are aimed at the international market. I want to do translations, and I'm going to release like a Japanese version digitally. So but that's totally different, you know. But yeah, and there's no way to stop that from getting pirated. But honestly, if I put out a Japanese version and it gets pirated to hell, then that's great. That means people are reading my book.
There you go.
I'd still make money probably in the long run. So yeah. But yeah, it's an
Arctic
interesting
on-demand
debate
Chinese bootleg.
whether or not to digital. What, Chinese bootlegger? Should I wait
Yeah,
for the
it's-
Chinese bootleg.
That's right.
No, the Chinese bootleg of all our comics. Oh,
Fendish.
no.
Like it's missing the eye.
Yeah.
Fendish, yeah, probably. Oh, the
Being
Chinese added it, making my life difficult even now. Them damn Chinese. Should start fantasy creators like Jack Show or Pontificators as more CG fantasy creators? Just an idea. Fantasy creator show. I am thinking of that. Funny enough, Jimmy. I had been thinking of doing that, but I don't know. I don't know how, like, would it just be everybody comes on and just talks about what the fuck ever? Like, should it be just, because I don't want to overlap with, I have a show with Allie, and we talk about world building every other Friday. Maybe we should just get all the fantasy people, and it's just a promo show, and, you know, we just get to know each other, talk about our campaigns.
Yeah, like the
That would be kind of cool. Yeah, like a CG Fantasy Club. I have been thinking of that. I have a list of people, so it'll happen. It'll
Be
happen.
Reenie's Knights of the Round Table.
Knights of the Round Table. No.
The Knights of Ren, knee.
The Knights of the Square Boxes.
I want to do a box here. That's such a cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool idea. Have you guys
I'm surprised we
copyrighted your
haven't done one
material?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Well, for the Give Me Everything, I might box it, but I just didn't want to put it on the campaign and like promise it ahead of time. But I might do it.
I just today
anyways.
got my Dwarfs vs. Lions stuff in the mail, and that is an impressive box campaign.
Yeah, I saw an unboxing. It's really nice to have a box. So
The only thing that was kind of weird was I backed the painted lion tier, and I didn't get the painted lion for some reason. He was just the STL version.
That's weird.
So, I don't know if they just found out that was going to be too difficult or what. But
Knights of the Cube. Have you guys copyrighted your material? Well, the way copyright works is if you create it, it's automatically copyrighted to you. But I did also register Fiendish with the Library of Congress just to be safe because
I did the same thing with Goblin Girl because I'd already printed an issue of it, and it's basically the same story in here is in the book. It's just in my book form, I expanded it to where this is kind of like a elevator pitch of the book that everybody will be receiving.
Right. Yeah. Like
just so that you have it on documentation. Yeah, I did the same thing.
Character names, all that business.
Yeah, if you create something, and it's pretty easy to prove with the internet, like the first time you use any idea in business and you like put the project out there, that from that moment forward, that is automatically copyrighted to you.
Yeah.
But just in case there's like, it would still just be a pain in the ass in case, I don't know, some giant corporation steals your stuff, and even though you would legally be in the right, it would still be more of a pain in the ass if you don't have it copyrighted with the Library of Congress. So it's really just to be safe. Because fuckery is afoot.
Oh, yes. Way too much of it.
Yup. Sounds like count me. I will count you in. A nice Irene. I'm not going to call it that. I'll figure something else. You are counted in. You are counted in, sir. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll think about that. All right. Let's see. So, what can you tell us about... You didn't want to like get too much into what happened in book one on what like the trauma was, right? Or do you want to tell us like how did he get his outfit, or does he have any powers?
Yeah, he's a strict street level character, just like a Batman or a Daredevil or something like that. No special powers, just his skills. The idea that I had basically was that I thought about like the old days of like street level heroes, like they always know a ton of martial arts, and I thought, what is like the modern day equivalent of somebody who knows several martial arts all at once? It's a mixed martial artist, because they're training in wrestling, jiu-jitsu, some are have a karate background, boxing, Muay Thai, so on and so forth. And I'm like, why not use that as sort of the whatchamacallit, the foundation, and then just go out from there. And, I'm originally from the Chicago area, so I thought that would be a good kind of place, because the only Chicago superhero is the Savage Dragon, and the less said about that, the better. But, the way he's able to get the equipment and things that he has, and his wealth comes from being a fighter. And from also, while he was fighting, his now fiancé in the book, is a real estate broker. So she invested all of the millions that he had made into real estate in Chicago, made a bunch of money that way, and that's how he's as wealthy as he is. So, in a lot of ways, he's a very self-made man on several levels, and she just basically handles all the money for him while he goes and kicks the crap out of people.
Sounds like fun. Alex sums it up as he's Batman but broke.
No, that's not the case.
No, not quite. But that's funny though.
I wouldn't call his wealth a superpower just yet. Might get there. We'll see.
So. I don't think so. Nice. I like. I have a special liking for. I mean, we all love the story, like Chosen One stories, or characters with like they're born special in some way, right? But
yeah.
I have a special appreciation for characters who aren't that, and that's because that's the type of character I write. Is like my story for Phoenix is very much normal people who get caught up in a huge situation. They have to rise up to it, and I love seeing that. It's people who are living in a world, like a dangerous world with superpower. Well, obviously you have superpowered beings, you have Dracula and stuff, but they don't have necessarily superpowers, or it's like a really low level superpower thing, and they have to use their mind or just their skill. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I'm
and
definitely
this cover is too badass.
Thank you.
Having it on the newspaper page, that's pretty inventive.
Yeah, that came about. Me and Armand, the colorist, we were talking at like 3 a.m. while we were putting this whole thing together, and we initially had seen this Spawn cover that we thought was a really, really, really cool. That was just, I want to say it was Spawn and Cygor fighting, and it was just that over a white background. And then we tried something similar with this, and it didn't quite fit. So we're like, what can we do to kind of emphasize the conflict a little bit better? And I'm like, I got it. Newspaper article that talks about the crime committed by the person he's fighting.
Oh, yeah. So it wasn't even planned this way. It came together really well for. Let me scroll down to the full thing. For not being planned. Who's this chick?
That is Megan, the Saint's fiance.
Ah, okay. I figured people would probably want to know. La, la, la.
Oh no.
See, where is that? Ah! There we go. Yeah, I like this. I'm surprised there aren't more characters based around, like, superhero characters based around Chicago. It seems like like a prime location for crime stories and superheroes.
It's really interesting. I mean, I especially figured, like, after the Dark Knight films came out, that would be something that more people would think of. Because some of those locations, like, from those films, are not far, like, are a short drive from where I used to live when I was a kid. Like, one example is in the Dark Knight, just the Dark Knight, where he stops that dude from T-boning that SUV by driving his Lambo in the middle. That's a location that's in downtown Chicago. That's right by one of the train stations. So I used to, like, whenever I go home to visit people, because I don't live in the Chicago area anymore. I'm a bit south of there. But I used to, drive by that all the time. So, like, though Gotham is not Chicago, it's, like, in my opinion, some artists are inspired by Chicago's architecture. So I'm always surprised that that's never been something that, more people did for sure. So I'm like, let's do it. It's a gorgeous city. Like, why not?
I didn't quite think about that, but everything is fucking like New York or LA, mostly New York. Like, okay, we know New York, and Gotham is just New York again. We know, so there's something new. That's cool. That's cool. Let's see. There were some comments that. Let's see. Marry bitches, take money. Well, no, she invests money. I guess that doesn't. No, technically.
If you tilt your head the right way, it kind of makes sense.
That makes sense, yes. That makes sense. Chad is always right. Finished that 109K, really?
Nice.
Thank you, guys! Oh, that went up a lot. That went up like $200 or something? Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, let me refresh just really quick. We did?
Boom.
Oh. Yay! Thank you! Okay,
Power
now I have to.
Friends.
Now I really have to think about the next stretch goals. Oh my god, so the pressure. Okay, that's awesome. I appreciate you all.
The road to 200K.
I think chat had some more questions. Oh, how many books do you have planned for this story?
Until people stop reading them. Honestly, there's I've started writing the next arc after this one. The crossover between the Saint and Peregrine is already done, already written. I've actually just paid for pages on that one. And then, but I've got, like, I've already planned 3 or 4 different arcs ahead, and I've even started on a side story book that introduces some new villains and tells a bit more background about this edition of Chicago, because the great thing about this sort of thing is that you can really do anything with it, You can have a hard-boiled detective story. You can have a mafia story. This is Chicago we're talking about. I mean, Al Capone, anyone?
Yeah. I want to learn more about Chicago through these superhero stories.
Yeah, and then the universe as a whole, I mean, 3 Nights, my dark fantasy, is in the same universe. And one of the bad guy gangs in this is a voodoo gang. So I can inject bits of dark fantasy into it. I can do vampires. I can do ninjas. I can do crazy comic book shit too. So there's a ton of variation that can be done. And so yeah, as long as people keep reading them, I'll keep making them. More than happy to.
All right. And yes, chat, I know Gotham is in Chicago. Gotham is is DC's version of New York, essentially. Am I wrong?
I think it's close to it. I think it's like it's physically in Jersey, but Metropolis always Metropolis is in Illinois, but it's not really a Chicago analog.
Yeah,
Metropolis doesn't actually exist. There's no city that is that put together in America.
No, not even close.
It's like the closer you get to cities in America, the more shitty it is. We're so weird. What where are you right now? What's the next stretch goal?
The next
15.
one I believe is at 20K.
Right. Right.
So Papa Kinesu, who is wanting to work with me on something with this book very badly, I will be including a physical print for everybody involved. And then once we hit 25K, everybody else, we're going to include trading cards for every backer as well.
Ooh, nice.
Well, yeah.
All right. Very nice, very nice. Alex VRB is backer 219.
Yes.
We got the Acevedo cover. Let's refresh. Let us refresh.
Good call, friend.
Yay!
Awesome. Thank you.
Da, 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 da. I don't know what that was.
I know Preston was super stoked to do the cover too, because everybody asked Preston to do monsters, because he's very good at them. Like when you see the 3 Nights stuff, you'll see exactly how fucking good he is at them. I have a CPAP machine. That's news to me.
I don't. What CPAP? What's that?
It's a breathing machine.
Yeah, I actually don't.
Oh no, that noise is Matt. He has like some kind of machine on his.
Oh
in
yeah,
his room.
it's a fan.
Oh, is that a doggo? Doggo!
That's a dog.
Oh,
Get that right there.
Hi.
What's this right up here? This is Dash.
Hi,
What's up, big guy?
Hello.
What's up, big guy? What's up, big guy?
Oh.
Yeah, my computer is like right here. So.
Oh, you have one of those like noisy computers. Right.
It's the fastest computer of 2010.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Be impressed.
It sounds like the fastest computer of 2010.
Well, now I'm all conscious about it. I'm gonna boogie.
What?
No.
You just got here, man.
No, I really do need to boogie. I really do need to boogie and get some stuff done. And I'm thinking about this thing. Everybody's going, man, listen to that fan. So
it's fine.
It's okay.
We'll just mute you, and you can just sit there looking pretty for us. That's all that matters. Now he's extra self-conscious. All right, it's cool, man. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Hey, good luck, Micah.
Thanks much, buddy. You have a good one.
You too. Later, everybody.
All right, later.
Later, East Coast.
We scared him off. Here we go.
He had to go find Ragnar.
What?
Nothing.
You had to go find what? I'm confused. Alright, I'm just on the evil max, yeah. Well, just leave the dog. Yeah, he should have just did chair stream with the dog.
There you go.
Alright.
Leave us the dog, man.
Gunsmith cast. Oh, it did? It did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I can't remember how long they said, but they went there for like a month or something like that, and just went around and like took pictures of like all over the city to use as reference for the books.
That's what, yeah, because that was drawn way in, late in the 90s too, so you didn't have the internet.
Yeah.
That always impresses me, like comic artists who fucking go get their reference. The Vinland Saga author, I think, went all over Scandinavia and like did really hardcore research, like all the old buildings and all the museums. He took as much reference in real life as possible, which is why Vinland Saga is so accurate. It's like more accurate to the clothing and the tools and just like the things that the Vikings used than 90% of the Western shit I see. Because 90% of the Western shit I see that's set in the Viking era is like, let's just put them in sexy leather and but no, they didn't really dress that different than like people in the British Isles or the mainland.
Yeah, I think the Northmen did a pretty good job of it too.
I have to watch that.
Oh, it's
you
good.
gotta watch it, Rini. It's good.
Why haven't I seen this? I've been so
Somebody
busy.
tried to talk you out of it before, I think is what it was.
I think so. Somebody was saying that it was, it's okay. It's only good because it's 2022.
The only problem I had with it, which is very, very minor, but it was the only thing that I had a problem with, was they had a Valkyrie like sequence in it, and the Valkyrie had braces on. Which
Yes.
I was like, I don't know
What?
why out of
No.
everything in this movie, like if she had those on and you just like the actors, just digitally remove them.
Yes,
Dude,
I don't know why they didn't do that,
so
but
stupid.
You spent
Other-
so much
Oh my
money on everything
God.
else.
other than that, though, it's
Yeah,
really
I
sick
thought it was
because
great.
the guy who directed it is a horror director. He did The Witch and the Lighthouse.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's
And-
also a art director of like a bunch of films. He's like big time detail orientated, which once again, but
Well.
yes.
Yeah, I have a little long list of shit I have to watch, but Northman is pretty far up there. It's never gonna happen. I have to watch.
It's never
I have to
gonna
catch
happen.
up on. I have to catch up on the House of the Dragon, and then I'll watch Northman, and then but Cyberpunk Edge Runners is apparently really good, so I have to
Yep.
watch that
Yeah.
too. The Lord of the Rings show can go suck cock.
Yeah.
That I'm not watching that.
If you put the Lord of the Rings show like on mute and just played the Jackson soundtrack over it, it's kind of a fun movie.
and get really drunk and high at the same time, yeah, that would be a
I
great
like
experience.
the visuals. I'm not gonna lie.
They
With as
threw all
much
the
money as
into
they
visuals.
spent, it better look good.
Yeah, they spent all this money on it's just like they had a good CGI team. That's great. Apparently, they didn't have any competent writers at all, or anybody who understood.
And
Well,
yeah,
they're all
like,
working on House of the Dragon.
some of the
Yeah.
actors are not very good either.
Yeah, it's. I watched the first 2 episodes. Just I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be like,
She was
this
trying to be
is
nice.
not. Yeah. No, it's-
I
the
tried.
the more time has passed since I watched it, the more I hate it, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
The more I think about it retroactively, I was like, I think I was trying to like it so hard, and even then, I gave it like a 5 out of 10, and now it's just going down. Ugh. Why? Hey, Yvonne. Sup? Vikings were well known for their dental corrections. Oh my god, now I'm gonna be looking for those braces. I'm gonna be so pissed.
It's only in one little scene, and it's like I think it's like pretty much the end of the movie.
Yeah. It's almost you blink and you miss it.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
really small.
The
It's in the
only
trailer, which was the other thing, I was like,
yes. The only criticism that I give it, well, not really a criticism, just something I warn people is, it feels in the way that like the lines are delivered and stuff like that, it feels very Shakespearean, almost like you're watching a play. But it's kind of very over the top like that. But it's still I like plays, so people say
That
the
could
same
work.
shit about Gundam Wing, and I love that show to this day. So
That can work with the right directorial style, though.
oh yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, I've been seeing people unboxing those. That's
Yeah,
I
the
want a
instant
box.
film.
I need to ask Brian where he gets his boxes made because I want one now.
they're super nice. These
Yeah,
guys
I
just-
want my Give Me Everything tier to come with the box.
They show
Ooh,
you the
Preston
line.
just sent me art.
Ooh,
I got
do
the
we
line.
have a
Give me one
live
sec.
reveal? Yay.
Yeah.
Yep, it's the high res of the Inglewood cover. I just need to
Okay.
download it real quick. Please
Vikings
tell me.
Vikings raid is coastal towns searching for retainers and dentures. That's right. I'm pretty sure dental care back then extended no further than pull the tooth out if it hurts. Ooh. Oh.
Pretty good size.
That is so. Everybody's doing these 3D figurines. Man.
I'm actually DMing Preston. I'm like, yeah, can you also send me the high res of the new version of the whatchamacallit, the Three Knights cover? I'm like, I'm on with Rini right now.
Yeah, no, take your time. I'll just talk with chat. You go get those covers from him. I want a stream exclusive reveal.
I just sent him the DM. So
I love his stuff. I miss it.
boy,
He used to
brother.
stream all the time, and I kept trying to like pop in on his streams, and he was always streaming like when I was having to go out or I was at work or something, and he would send me the link, and I'm like,
dude, he is always up super late, which works with me because like so am I.
yeah.
So here's the high res version.
Sleep. What is sleep?
Ooh, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah, it
it.
looks so much sharper. That's pretty good. He's pretty good. I guess he's pretty good, you know? Not bad.
He's really good.
Yeah.
He is. He's so fucking good. Oddly enough, the story about all of this, people always ask me, like, how did you snag such a good artist? I'm like, he approached me, which shocked the shit out of me to this day. And we talked, he was asking if he could do something on Inglewood. I didn't have anything for him at the time because we were starting fulfillment. But he's like, do you have anything that you're working on? And I said, well, I've got this idea on the back burner because I had another book that was also kind of in production at the time, but ended up getting canceled and then blah-de-blah. It's a long mess with that book. We'll have to talk about it another day. But I said, I got this idea on the back burner about 3 Crusaders coming back from the Second Crusade, and then there's a demonic invasion. And he's like, let's do it. And I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and I typed it up, and then that was what brought about 3 Nights. So we've been working on stuff together ever since.
Nice. Someone, Douglas will ask, whose skull is that? Can you tell?
It is, Horatio.
Whoever that is. All right.
Shakespeare reference.
Oh.
Poor Irene Yorick. She did not know him well.
I know Yorick. Only because... Okay. All right. My Shakespeare is not that good. All right, stop shaming me for my illiteracy.
You need to watch.
I actually have a fake skull in my apartment that is named Yorick. So.
Oh, that's so funny.
And then I have another one named Mort. You know, they just decorate my my bookshelf. So.
That's pretty great. You named your fake. I need to name my skull mug then. Name for him.
Nice.
I'll come up with a Viking-y name.
Ivar.
Ivar.
That's the usual.
Yeah, that's pretty generic, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll think of something. Should name it after Vinland Saga character. Or I just call him Heimdall. I mean, that would be pretty cool.
Heimdall's good.
You could call him Yvonne.
Why would I call him Yvonne? I'll be like, Yvonne, look, this is you! Yvonne's one of my colors. Liddy Lol says, Preston, DM me as well for a cover. Now I feel left out. Preston didn't DM me for a cover.
Well, Lidl there, like, anytime that Preston throws up original art anywhere, she's the first person to try and grab it. So when he told me, he's like, well, let's list it on the campaign. I'm like, but I already know who's going to buy it. Why don't I just let you buy it from me directly?
Right.
Like, yeah, it makes the numbers look better on the campaign, but I'm not keeping that money.
That's
so
funny. That's funny. Chad is saying Bjorn. You know what? We should keep up the tradition letting chat name things in our lives. So
there you go.
Hail to Bjorn. I like that. Bjorn means bear, right?
I think. Ivar the Headless. Good little Vikings reference there.
That was a little weird because Ivar was a working draft name for Easkull. By the way. Yeah, because I think Ivar means archer, so that was his original name. I don't know why I changed it. I just did. He was Thorkel. I like Askeladd and Thorkel are my favorites in Vinland Saga.
God, I still need to finish Vinland Saga.
It's so good.
I started on the anime and I don't know why I never finished it. I just didn't get around to it.
I watched a bit of the anime. I like it, but I'm always more of a manga person. Unless the manga is just like so much worse than the anime, like Attack on Titan. Usually the manga's better, right? Because it's the original storytelling.
Yeah, usually.
I think.
There's only a few things like where I would put the anime close to whatever the manga was. Oddly enough, I actually think that maybe I'm in the minority on this, but I thought Berserk's the 90s anime was, at least in storytelling, was almost as good as the manga. But they obviously cut some things out. I mean, they cut out is his name pronounced Viald? Weald, something like that. He's the apostle that Guts fights. I don't remember if it's around the time that he leaves the Band of the Hawk.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember his name.
Is it the one who was like butchering women, turning into a giant ape?
Yes, that's the one.
That one? Okay, yeah. Oh, they cut that out.
Yeah, they cut that out of both animated adaptations. Like, he still hasn't been animated yet. I was surprised they put him in the video game.
Yeah. Well, I think that's one of those things where he technically isn't essential to the story, so I could see why they would cut him out. They're trying to shorten things. I've heard that most people, I didn't see the 90s anime, I watched the early 2000s one. People seem to like the 90s anime, so I don't think you're in a minority. It's just like the full thing hasn't been adapted.
Yeah. It's the big thing about the 90s version is the English dub is actually really good.
Okay.
So, like, the voice actress for Casca to this day actually still gets recognized for being Casca. I mean, I was watching Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, and she showed, like, that voice actor showed up for just, like, a few episodes. I'm like, Casca!
Oh, alright.
Thank you,
I
Max.
hate Casca, so... But maybe the voice actress is pro to that. But she's good. Alright, that's good to hear. I hate her as a character, though. Hi, Max!
Really?
Yes, she annoys me.
How?
Oh, she's just a terrible character.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I think you're in the minority on that one, Rini.
I don't care. I don't like her. Like, someone has yet to convince me why I should like her. It's her. First of all, she just yells at everybody, and she's really annoying. She annoys me that way. But it bothers me that her entire arc is about, oh, I'm chasing this one guy, and then she meets cousin. Oh, I'm chasing this other guy, and then she's just dead weight. And she doesn't do anything to get hurt. And it's not that I understand she should be traumatized. She should be traumatized. It's good storytelling. I have no problem with that, you know? But she doesn't do anything to pick herself out of that. It's other people doing shit for herself. And
well, she's kind of a potato. I mean,
a potato.
That was the joke. It's like she was even wearing a potato sack clothing.
No, she's literally, I don't like her because she has no agency, and she's supposed to be seen as, well, she's this fighter girl, but no, she really has no agency. Just because she wields a sword doesn't mean she has agency. She is really just a tool for storytelling, and that's how she is through the entire course of Berserk. So fucking Farnese has more of an arc and has more use than her. So I'm a little bothered. I don't like her. Fight me! I know, people are gonna revolt now.
So that's a whole debate that you just started.
I know!
Oh my lord.
Oh, I need to get Odin on, and we're just gonna be here for like 10 hours. Shit. I bet he like vehemently disagrees with me.
Yes.
She's spoiled if you ask me. She's not spoiled, she's just fucking useless. I liked her in the small instances where she was useful, like when they took Doldry Castle. Is that the name of it? When they took the castle, she was really cool then. And then
I love her thing between her and Korbowitz. Like, this technique has been in the secret technique of the Korbowitz family for 1,000 years.
Yeah, that was great. That was cool. And so she has these flashes of being capable, but then 99%.
That was around the time that I started to like her. Was the one, and here's the reason I like her as much is I like characters that have a shell to them, and when her shell starts getting eroded, you start to see who she really is beneath the anger and beneath the sort of jealousy for Guts being as fucking awesome as he is. You start to see that there's actually a human underneath all of that, and she actually is a very caring person, and she's not at all what she puts on the outside. That sort of thing I'm a big fan of, and that was why I liked her as much as I did. Is once you start to pull that away, pull those layers away, you start to realize that she's somebody that you actually want to be around, and you start to see that she sort of, in a lot of ways, or at least was the glue that was holding the Band of the Hawk together. More because Guts didn't. He was always looking for the door, you know. And Griffith was out being Mr. Leader Man, so she had to be the one that was the person that everybody rallied behind.
I agree. She was useful, and it's not just all about, I do like characters being useful as useful to storytelling, right? It's not like who fights better. When she was in the Band of the Hawk, I did grow to like her, and it was annoying when she just yelled at people all the time. I thought that was just struck me as really immature.
Mm-hmm.
But when like you said, that shell started breaking, I like that. It's just like, when Guts originally seemed like just a really brash one-dimensional character, then you find out he's not. That's great. And then my problem is, but that's only like what, a fifth of the story, and ever since she's just done nothing, and it doesn't even bother me that she potatoed for that long. What bothered me, what really just made me give up on the character, was the fact that she has done nothing to fix her situation. Like you built this character who's really fascinating and has like this inner life. She's, she, like you said, she's caring, and she probably doesn't want to be on the front lines fighting, but she did it because she fell in love with this guy, and then all that just went to waste, I feel. So that really pissed me off.
I can kind of see where you're coming from with it. I think that what Miura wanted to do was, the eclipse obviously being the eclipse. I'm not going to spoil it for people in the chat who haven't experienced it. It's something you have to see to believe that it was even printed. Yeah. The thing about it is that she kind of becomes a bit of a plot device, but I think that Miura just wanted to bring the focus straight to Guts and where he's going with everything.
There's ways of using her as she can be a plot device, but also continue her arc, right? It bothers me when you have a character that is established and it's like, okay, this is a person with a whole ass personality you establish, and then halfway through you use them as a plot device. She could be potatoed, but I liked it when that one instance where after she was potatoed and she wandered off and these bandits were going to grape her, but she flashed back to her old self, and she pulled out the sword. I was like, oh, that's cool, and I wish she had more little flashes, not necessarily with fighting, but just like little things she did, like she's trying to break out of this or something. But that didn't really happen. Maybe I'm too picky, but it bothered me that this, she just wasn't really, she had no arc after a while.
Yeah. A lot of it was just focused on trying to fix her, basically.
Yeah.
Though I do kind of like that she is sort of like the Princess Peach that leads Guts to the Tower of Conviction in that arc, because Conviction's my favorite arc in all of Berserk. Because
I hate it.
You hate Conviction?
I don't like Conviction.
Really?
No, but it's probably because I don't really relate to anything that's talking about like Western religion and Christianity. It just all goes over my head.
Okay.
And because I didn't grow up with it, I have no idea what they're talking about. And I'm just like this guy like slamming a book in people's faces. I'm like, I don't get why, this commentary on, oh my god, people are so, the masses are so stupid, and then they fall for false beliefs and stuff, and when they're afraid. I'm like, yeah, but it kind of dragged on for too long. I didn't find the villain that interesting.
That would make sense then, because I come from a religious background. I was actually a minister at one point. My dad's a preacher. And so, I mean, even in shameless plug, in 3 Nights, I mean, the 3 main characters,
friends.
All 3 guys are parts of a Christian knightly orders during the Second Crusade.
I noticed the Christianity references in your book, so I was wondering that, actually.
Yeah. And it's don't worry, it's not a preachy thing. It's actually a bit of subtext.
No, I wasn't. It doesn't seem that way, so I'm not assuming that. That's a really good cover, by the way.
Thank you. I don't know if Preston is watching right now. I think Oliver from 656 Studios is in the chat. He's the colorist on this book on 3 Nights.
Oh,
yeah,
Oliver.
And, yeah, him and so Oliver and Preston. You remember I talked earlier about like pencilers and colorists syncing perfectly? Preston and Oliver are amazing together.
Oh.
They are. What the fuck is that?
Wait, what? I thought that was Rob.
I thought that was Rob too. I was like, wait a minute, what?
I was showing my I was going through my storage unit, and my buddy used to work for this company and gave me a bunch of anime, and look what I found in my storage unit.
Oh my god, no!
Oh no! God damn it!
Oh no!
It's tentacle action, friends.
Oh yay!
Ugh.
Yeah.
For this channel, I guess.
There goes monetization. I just, whoosh,
No,
out the window.
I give up on one.
I did find my favorite dinosaur book ever in there, though.
These streams are never monetized.
I'm gonna look up, try and see if I can find the artist now online.
Is this your favorite? Is it another like weird raunchy thing with?
No,
dinosaurs?
it's just the
half
paintings
the
of
time you
dinosaurs.
pull something up, it's like some kind of semi-porn.
The paintings of the dinosaurs in this book are like really vivid. Hold on.
Really? Have you seen Dinotopia?
Yeah. Well, this is before Dinotopia. This was like.
Okay.
I remember looking at this book and the colors in it were just like crazy.
Hentai is art. Ooh, that is pretty. That is pretty.
Yeah, and like
Like a robot.
Like, drew them really lizard-like. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, and then like the water dinosaur.
Ooh. So is it like just a dinosaur handbook kind of thing? Does it have a story?
It's kind of like a kid's book, like a golden. I don't know if you know what a golden book is, but it's like a little kid's small square bound book. Okay. It's kind of like descriptions of like certain dinosaurs and like pictures of them supposedly in their natural habitats, sort of thing.
All right, I would have loved that shit though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I was little, I was just like, this book was crazy.
Well,
sunsets.
Right. Oh, yeah, that is nice. Nice colors.
Yeah. So I'm gonna find out who the artist is.
You should. Oh, those covers are. Yeah, I remember seeing those covers. Did I back this book? Did I back this fucking book? What the fuck is wrong with me if I didn't back this book?
Yeah,
I'll figure it out.
This one is a, you know, because I remember we had DM back and forth. Should I just? Yeah, we talked about you doing the alt cover on this one.
Yeah.
So for those of you in the chat,
what happened with that?
If we hit 15K, then I give money to Rini, and she makes it. And I am seriously excited to see what you do with it.
Give me more work.
Yes.
I need less sleep. No, seriously though, I'm very excited. Now I have to top this. It's a challenge. I accept.
Yes, but this is the book 2 cover. It's gonna be Preston is supposed to be working on the painting this week. He actually updated the sketch for it. Let me.
So Preston did the interiors on both books, or
yes.
Okay.
Here's the updated.
I remember when I first kind of came over here to CG or whatever, and I met Preston. This book, I think maybe it just closed or something because I wanted to get this book and I couldn't get it anymore for whatever reason. And I was like, shit. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I might have one rolling around here somewhere. He's like, oh, maybe we can do a trade or something. I was like, okay. Yeah. And then I didn't talk to him. I haven't talked to him since. But now that it's out again, I'll probably have to back it because I love Preston's stuff. And
absolutely. Well, I'm not going to tell you not to.
I need medieval magic in my collection.
Yeah, this is one where
book. There was another book that I loved that was similar to this. That was put out by this other company called I can't remember the name of it. But it's called Pestilence, and it was all like medieval, like sort of zombie stuff.
Okay.
This reminds me of that, but more like demons and stuff, which is really cool.
Yeah. This one kind of came from a lot of binge reading of like obviously Berserk and the other inspiration for it, oddly enough, was the 13th Warrior. But
nice.
One day I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, what if the 13th Warrior, but actually demons? Because the 13th Warrior was all just like another. It was like a savage Viking tribe. It wasn't actually demons. Right. And I'm like, what if it actually was? And then I started building this whole mythology that, went into the broader universe that I'm building. And it ended up being this kind of. I've ended up basically making a superhero universe that's built on top of a gateway to hell. So,
I I like demons. I like Vikings. I like Gateways to Hell.
So here's
Becca's book friends.
Oh yeah. So here's some of the interiors. But yeah, Preston's doing all of it. Oliver's doing all the colors. This is some early color work from Oliver.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the paneling, the panel border is nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Preston's.
People do that.
His panel work is so fucking good. I'm all like, every time that I open the first book and read through it, I get kind of weird about reading my own writing, so I just kind of look at the pretty pictures. But these sorts of just getting to craft these sorts of creatures with him is a lot of fun, and just coming up with like the mythology behind them. This boy is a new one for this book. We call him the Pained Man. His gimmick is, in this universe, the gimmick is that demons are created from a mixture of lost souls that have died and gone to hell, and also are twisted by the sins of man, and the avarice and terrible things that man does to man. And this particular guy is born from the souls of those who have been tortured. Well, this is the Middle Ages. A lot of that going around. So these particular demons, as you can see, grow very big and grow very powerful. So it is a beast of a monster. We're also bringing in the Angel of Death, and one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and you even get a little picture into what hell looks like.
Very Berserk-like.
Yes.
Indeed. Matt G for $1, no comment. Thank you, Matt G.
Matt G says it's pure fire, friend.
Oh, yeah.
He does. Fire.
Say Berserk, Devilman was also another big influence of mine. Just kind of in general, but especially with this sort of thing. I even have my Devilman omnibus back there, so.
Nice. All good influences. I approve.
Thank you.
When is Kingly Gas? When is Fulfillment?
Around August of next year. We are taking our sweet-ass time with this book. We want it to be perfect. Because the last book, it came out so good, we were surprised as how good it came out. So when we all looked at it, we were like, holy shit, this is an amazing book. Like, we did this? So...
Good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah. So we don't want to disappoint with part 2. We want to make sure that it's that it hits just as hard as the original did. So, in fact, give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab one of my physical copies of the first book.
No problem. I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was gonna say.
What were you going to say?
God.
Rini, say it today.
The Hamtaro inspiration all over this. Yeah, I see the Hamtaro references.
Don't let
I was gonna say, every time I see... I was like... I thought going too dark and too berserky would turn people off, but every time I see someone doing... like the shit Ellie writes and this campaign, I just wish I put more torture in my book or something.
Had to grab Yorick.
There he is.
Hey, Yorick! Hello!
I knew him, Horatio.
He used to hang out with me here on my desk, but I needed him as a bookend, so he hangs out over on my bookshelf in here.
Nice.
But just so people know, I wasn't bullshitting about the fact that I actually have a skull in my apartment.
Hi, Yorick.
But
Yorick's very adorable. Wait, hold on.
No bullshit, just Yorick.
Yeah, that cover looks so good.
Yeah. We went with the satin finish on it. We're going to do the same thing with book 2. And it came out so goddamn good.
Yeah.
I love matte and satin finishes.
And Oliver's color style, it just pops perfectly. In fact, let me grab my favorite page of the interiors. My favorite 2 pages next to each other.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah, that is very nice.
This right here might be my favorite line out of the whole book. Now they know fear! Yes. Because Because the gimmick of this cult is that they have been entranced by a witch, and they have when they fight, they laugh because they're feeling ecstasy. Well, this hammer shot was so devastating that it shook them out of it, and they're like, "Oh shit! What have we gotten ourselves into?" So, I'm very big on visual storytelling. I don't like to throw dialogue in places where I don't need it, and this is a really good example of that. So,
yeah, nice. The art is really good too. Love it. I'm surprised the campaign doesn't have more money. Everybody back these campaigns! Come on!
Admittedly, I have been so busy with my day job, and I had a family member pass last week, so like promotion has been kind of difficult. But we made like $11K in the first month, and I'm not, I don't have a huge following yet, so it'll get there one of these days. So, yeah. but to get as far as I did, as quick as I did, kind of caught me off guard. I was like, whoa. Yeah. Like, we hit goal with like a few days to spare, and the goal was 11,000. Like, awesome.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great problem to have.
I've been wondering, like, I haven't seen you around, but I remember seeing your videos like 3 years ago or something. Like, I think I was watching like just some guy, and then it got recommended other comics people and some CG people, and I was like, oh, I remember. But
yep, that was how EVS found me too. Was back in the old days, like
old days.
I was so shocked too, because at the time when I first like my YouTube following started growing, I was working a security gig down in Texas during the hurricanes down there back in 2017, and I'm just hanging out in my security booth at night, just I'm going on patrol, and I get a ding on my phone, and it says Ethan Van Sciver has now followed you. I'm like, that can't be real. What the fuck? Because I've been a fan of Ethan's artwork since Green Lantern. So I'm like, what the hell? And then just it spiraled from there. I'm like, this is so weird. So good weird though. It's a good problem to have, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Truth.
Well,
a buddy of mine did a lot of people that I've met. A lot of them do security, like that I've met doing the comics thing. My buddy Roman, who was like a big comic book artist back in the 90s, he did a book called Lynch Mob for Brian Pulido, or with Brian Pulido. They co-created it. He was doing security in Texas years ago. So it's kind of funny.
That is funny. I just realized I do know quite a few people.
Odin?
Yeah, who do security. Or I guess it's one of those jobs that allows you to.
Yeah.
Have that extra time to write or just think.
Yeah, I outlined Inglewood Book One while I was working security. Came up with a whole universe on shift. So
that's nice. Yeah, that sounds like it works out well. If you need a day job.
That's right. Don't quit your day job, kid.
Maho Shoujo? Do I want to Google that?
No, it's fine. It just means magical girl.
Okay. The only magical girl thing I've ever interacted with, there's two. I have a friend who is a huge fan of Madoka that has tried to get me to finish that series. I only got 4 episodes in. It's good, don't get me wrong, but I was surprised by it. The other one was, I think it was called Magical Girl Apocalypse.
Yeah.
That I read. It's jacked up. in a fun way. It's a gory mess, but I'm a gorehound, admittedly. So so I'm like, all right, bring it on. Let's see what you got. So it was a fun read. It's silly, but it's fun. And then but yeah, that's about the extent of that for me.
This is more porn, Dan.
No, it's not porn. Well, there's some nudity in it.
No.
Is that Bastard?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. See, I wish Preston was actually, like, here. He would be freaking out about that. Yeah, he loves Bastard.
It's great. I have some of the English ones. I wish they would have finished adapting it, but they never did.
They probably will soon, now that it's doing as well as it is on Netflix.
It's not done yet. Well, that's my hope. I saw that it was on Netflix, and I was like, oh, maybe Dark Horse or whatever it is will do the oversized things like they did with Berserk. A Bastard in English would be awesome, because they only went, like, I think they went up to like volume 12, I think, or something like that. But now the Japanese volumes are up to like 22 or 23 or something now.
Oh yeah, keep scrolling. Let's see the rest of this campaign.
So this is one of the posters. This is done by Joe Ball. Oh yeah.
Anyway, it's like
Joe and I have wanted to do something together for years, and we finally got to. We came up with this. I had a kind of an idea, because one of the pivotal elements, like the bad guy in this, is a witch who was burned at the stake. Mm-hmm. And it's one of the pivotal moments in book one. And the one thing I wanted to do was to have sort of a twist on that moment that was kind of showing her turn to darkness. And so this one, you can see the demons that are in the fire. So I call it Hell's Embrace. So this is also available as a giant-sized poster too. So you can get this like this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're gonna have Oliver color this and see how he does with it. Oliver, if you're in the chat, I'm gonna have you color this to see how you do with it.
Get ready, Oliver.
I always give every colorist that works with me shit. Just like, get back to work. Because they're always in my stream chat. So like, you better be working while you're listening to me.
Oh, I should do that more too. I wonder. I'm gonna check on that progress on my pages. Justice got my ISOM one. Oh yeah, I need to check my P.O Box. People are getting their ISOM volumes. Weird, right?
I thought that wasn't supposed to come out.
Oh yeah, it was never gonna exist. It was all just a lie.
I was talking about that on my stream last night. There's like a checklist that these goofballs always go through when it comes to any of our books. First, it starts out with, they're just a grifter. They're not actually going to do anything. Then the pages start coming out, and I was like, the book's never going to get finished. It's never going to ship. It's going to be another Critias situation.
And we're the ones who are mongering. I don't know, who are just starting drama. We're the ones starting. Right? Okay. All right.
And then from once it gets fulfilled, like I forgot what
they say it's shit.
Yeah.
Even if the reader, every single person who actually bought it likes it, they're just gonna say it's shit, and none of them have read the book.
Yeah, you read my mind on that one, because that was what 3 is, and then after that, if none of the above works, they just lie about you. They come up with some crazy conspiracy.
Single time. Yeah, and they're like, if you don't get your book immediately after backing it, even though it's crowdfunding, even if the book's not late, they'll be like, it didn't deliver. It's like, bitch, it's still in demand.
Yeah, you could still snag a copy. Shut up. The funny thing about it is, it's always the same claims, mark for mark. They never have success with it, and yet they keep doing that.
I don't get it.
Move on, get a job, for God's sake. If you think you're better at it, compete.
No, and they can't. They never will. Which is why it doesn't really bother me, because the only time I think. And these people have like 20 followers. It's just not worth responding. But when it's another pro, like another creator, then that is worth responding to, because they have a platform and they're talking shit about your business. They're essentially smearing your business, and they shouldn't get away with that. But most of the people, especially coming after Eric, they have like 10 followers, and they've never achieved anything in life, and they're telling him that he's grifting us while he's worked very hard to build this fucking empire on YouTube and this audience that wants what he's selling. It's just comical.
Yeah, it's insane to me.
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck all of them.
Fuck them.
These goofs. Like, I care about my customers. I care about the backers. I care about Comicsgate. I don't like all these other idiots. Aren't worth anything.
Exactly. Customers are the only ones who matter.
God, I love this one. This was Dario Rodriguez who did the Cryptid Nulls.
That's very berserk.
Oh yeah,
that looks like guts.
All these prints are actually homages to chapters of Berserk.
Oh my gosh.
So, and then they feature each of the 3 main characters. So
yeah,
the third one, Joe Ball is working on that one too, and I just it just fits. It just fits so well.
Very nice. I like it. King League is asking. Oh, I guess he's asking me. Anyway, I can get the first book now? I don't want to get both. Yeah. Oh, you want to just get the first book? Uh, I have a store, though I don't have it in stock on the, like, I have copies of it, but I took it down on the store because I've been too busy to fulfill it. You can, yeah, I have it as an add-on with book 2.
There you go,
But
folks.
yeah, do you not want book 2? You just want book 1? I'm confused. You should get book 2. Book 2 is gonna be really good. At least with the 1, if he doesn't like it won't feel like a dick if I keep it for myself. What? Oh, and then find out my brother doesn't like them. Oh, you don't want to get both and find out that he doesn't like them? I have like the first 20 pages on the website as a preview. You can show it to your brother and see if he likes it. Just show
There
him
you
the
go.
website. Yeah. Hold on, let me show the Fiendish website real quick.
Go for it.
Pardon my.
Hey, it's your show, boss.
So, well, we're here to talk about. We're here to promote your book. But let's see. Oh, which I touched up the website, by the way. So
Very nice.
I touched up the description and everything. I have merch, but I'm not. So check this out. When you click on the merch, I have stuff now, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I mean, this is through Printful, and their quality, from all I've heard, is really good. But I ordered samples and they're not here yet, so I don't want to shill too much without seeing it for myself to make sure it's good. But I've heard they have really good reviews. I've heard other people recommend them, so I have some basic merch on the store. So there you go. But
I like
the
that
website,
backprint T-shirt, especially.
Ooh, yeah, it's both back and front. So I have a simple one with just the logo and just nothing on the back, and this one is the logo on the front and the big print on the back.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of those. Like, I wear a lot of band shirts, so because like almost all I listen to is metal at this point in my life. So I have like a ton of band shirts.
Yes.
So you
Yeah,
get me started on metal, I'll talk to you all day about it.
I think I like metal, but I don't really know that many bands, and I like weird music like Wordruna and Heilung and weird pagan shit as well. So
Weird pagan shit.
yeah, but good pagan shit.
So you like stuff that's up from like the Scandinavia, like Sweden, Finland, that sort of an area?
Doesn't really matter. I mean, I like Rammstein and Lord of the Lost and Powerwolf as well.
What about Sabaton?
Sabaton? I don't think I know them. No.
They're another power metal band, kind of like Powerwolf. Another one you might want to look into because their first album was a concept album about Berserk is Beast in Black.
Ooh.
They are fucking awesome.
Let me write that down. Beast in Black. All right.
If you want metal recommendations, Rini, I could literally give you a giant list of them. I listen to so many bands.
Cool. I think I will ask you for that. That will happen. Yeah. I don't like all metal. I'm very particular about what I like. I don't know how to describe it, but here and there I find something that I really like. Oh, I like Nightwish, and they're not really. They're like symphonic metal-ish.
Yeah, I would consider them symphonic metal.
Yep.
There's another one. Epica is another one. If you like Nightwish, you'll probably like Epica as well.
Oh yeah. I've heard Epica. I like Epica. Apocalypto as well.
Apocalyptica, yeah,
Apocalyptica.
They're primarily like use a lot of stringed instruments. They do a lot of like stuff with other metal singers. I think I haven't listened too much of them. Remember they did a one song with Corey Taylor of Slipknot, and I think that's the only one I've heard of theirs though.
Okay.
I love that logo.
Yeah, so that's the front. I like big print shirts. I actually ordered this and like a few other ones, but I think I could order 3, so I got this one for myself. I love big print, but some people actually said they like simple merch, so this is for those people. Just the logo. Anyways, I have this up on my store, so feel free to peruse that. But my point was, I have the preview, so here you go. It's like I put freaking like 20, was it 20 or 22 pages on the website, and I put it there for a reason. So people who weren't sure if they wanted the book can just read it. So I'm putting the link in chat right now. There you go. Hope that helps. Count Dooku for 5. Thank you so much. A seal guys one subtle. C. Sorry, I can't fucking read. The text is really small. Guys want subtle print front and big on back. I see a beanie, buying it now. Don't care if you got samples or not yet. Oh, dang it. Well, it should be good because not only is Printful has really good reviews, but I picked like specific product, like the blank products that people said have good quality. So I think it'll be fine. Yeah, Printful. And it's nice because, see, this is my normal store. I can link it to my store. So when you click on, I'm not shipping it. They make it to order and they ship it for me. So I'm like, I don't care. I have to give them a cut. I don't want to do any shipping from now on. The only shipping I'll do is like the other items on my store, but my Indiegogo campaign's being fulfilled by someone else. I'm just, please don't take it off
shipping's a motherfucker.
I can't. I shipped the whole first campaign on my own, and I'm like, that's not never happened. Never doing this again. Holy shit.
Trust me, I get you. Next year I'm moving to North Carolina, which is where my business partner lives. He's my editor too. And I'm basically moving there exclusively so that it's not a one-man job for him shipping anymore.
Oh, that's nice. It's really hard when it's just one person. Like, I thought I would have friends come help me, but I've been telling them for like 6 months, hey, when the books come in, I'm going to need help. And I think they didn't, like, they know I have like 1,000 books to ship, over 1,000. It was like 1,300. Right. But with the Lightning campaign I did, it was like 1,400 total. But that's just orders. That's not even books. But I think it just didn't register for them. So they showed up for like 2 days. And they're like, oh, aren't you grateful we helped? And I'm like,
awesome, we're not done.
Yeah. So besides from that, I did it all myself, and I don't have family here to help me, you know? So it's just like a shitty situation. If you have some family that you can exploit, that's great. I don't. So I'm farming the fuck out of this fulfillment. Someone is asking, no Hellion Arts logo? Yeah, there is. If you go to apparel, there's a shirt. There's a hat. See, So I got you. So there you go.
I wonder if they'd print my Goblin Girl shirt.
Why not? Oh, because it's a little
spring. They wouldn't print it.
You should check it out. It's a free account. So, oh, you're asking about 3 nights. Well, then why did you tag my name, King Leek?
Well, to answer Leek's question,
well, fine.
I wish that we still had extra copies of 3 Nights. They're all tied up right now. We actually are going to have to reprint book 1. So,
please do.
What I might do, I might figure out a way to like put together a preview like you did, Rini, on something. I'll talk with Doc, my web guy, and see if we can figure something out. We got, me and my buddies have a ton of shit on the back burner. I'm not ready to reveal it in public just yet, but there'll be more ways to get books like this. We're looking to do a lot of cool stuff together. So just keep an eye out, but I'll try to do something. But in the meantime, just like buy an extra copy of book 1, and then if your brother don't like it, give it to somebody who might.
Cool. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I was confused because I was like, I don't think this doesn't really fit my campaign. Okay. I'm so sorry, King Leek. Thank you for the $2. Thank you. Duck Holiday. Gonna be bright with Icelandic beers. I always love Icelandic beers. No, I'm trying to drink less. Stop trying to bribe me with alcohol, everybody.
I can bust out the wine. I got it in the fridge right now.
No, I don't. I don't feel like drinking today. I have to go into work tomorrow, guys. I'm so annoyed.
Yeah, don't drink on a weekday. It's a bad idea.
I mean, I do it all the time.
To go be around people.
But if I have to like be up and about the next day in front of people, I don't. I hate it. I've been working from home because my day job is just like computer stuff, but they're trying to make us like slowly ease us into going back to the office, and it's rubbing me the wrong way. I really don't like it. Yeah, like the whole reason I do what I do is like I picked this job is because I got to work from home, and now they're trying to change it. And I don't really have an excuse to say anything because they're like, "Oh, you need a reason." Like, I can't just use my family as an excuse. I don't live far away enough. It's just I don't feel like it, and they don't fucking care.
Yeah.
But there's no reason for me to be in the office, you know? They just want you to be there to build like team camaraderie or something. Well, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just getting my work done, and that's it.
I know,
What
right?
about that agoraphobia thing you have?
Oh yes, that just stresses me out. I'm
Wink,
very, very
wink,
fragile.
wink.
Oh, I have so much trouble talking to people, like right now. Shit, I gave myself away.
Yeah, you do. You have to disguise it with alcohol in order just to be,
Yeah,
confident.
that's why I'm permanently drunk on streams, just because I'm so stressed out.
See?
Yes.
It's an easy fix.
Oh, it's good. That's a great idea. I'll talk to Dan. He's gonna make all the excuses for me from now on.
That's right.
Oh, here's the merch. Someone's asking. The link's in the chat. Yay! My friends who abandoned me? Probably not. Bribe them with beer? I offered beer, pizza. I even paid them on top of that. I was like, "You come help me. It's $50 a day, maybe more, because I'm desperate." And they didn't fucking show up. They're like, "Oh, I have a family and shit." I was like, "That's great, but I've been telling you I need help for like 6 months, and only one of them had a family. The other one doesn't have any family.
But did you wear a leather jacket? Did you wear a leather jacket? Do your hair like this and make your bob, front of your hair bob around like that when you said it?
Is that what I need to do? This is the mode I need to do?
And then have like a bottle of beer in each hand and be like, "I've got beer."
And brandish it at their faces?
And you're just going to help me, okay?
No.
I mean, you'd figure just beer and pizza is enough, but...
I know! I offered so much.
Maybe I'm too simple. Maybe that's the case.
Well, no, maybe you're just a real friend, which apparently I don't have in real life.
Oh, Lord.
I hope they don't watch my stream.
Right now.
No, everybody has like family shit over the summer, so I can't do the fulfillment myself. Yeah. Anyhow. Ooh, so what are the stretch goals here?
So the first one we had talked about, alternate cover by this nice young lady. If we hit 15K, which we're not that far away from, oddly enough. Yay! 20K, we're going to give 3 trading cards and bookmarks for backers, so 3 of each. I have not figured out who I'm going to commission for that yet. Because I don't want to increase Preston's workload on top of all the pages he has to do. So, I have a few ideas. The great thing about Comicsy is I know a ton of artists now. So, if we hit 25K, people have tried to talk me out of this. They have failed. Apparently Bancroft is supposed to really talk me out of this. I don't know if he will.
What is it? I can't actually read on the screen. What is that? Oh yeah.
If you say the words out loud, I'm just.
Oh, saying. I see. Trading
all covers
cards.
are given spot UV treatment.
Okay. Oh, hold on. We need to talk.
All right.
Wait a second. I'll be back after you guys figure this out.
No, Jack, you're my emotional support through this trauma.
Okay, I'm here.
Maybe I will drink tonight after all.
Oh, God, no. I didn't realize it was that bad.
That's what I was like, don't blow that up. Let's just graze down over that one. Go to the next one.
Yeah. So I did spot. I love Spot UV. It looks so good, and to be honest, I still have half a mind to do it for book 2, but I'm not going to promise
but only
it.
half of mine, because the other half has been blown away in the past.
Yeah, the other half has been destroyed. Because if I promise it, then I have to do it, and the issue with printing book 1 was it was a stretch goal, and you know, I've been printing books for a long time. Like I did my art book Regrowth had gold foil. I printed books with spot UV, and like I wanted my book to look nice, like thick paper, like matte lamination with like the title popping out with spot UV like that. I love the look of spot UV on matte lamination. Yeah. And so I did the first print run with Mixum with the grayscale version because that printed first,
Mhm.
and that was fine. But that was before the paper shortages. So they had paper. They could do the spot UV. It turned out great. I was like, this is awesome. And then a couple months later, when the color version was ready, I sent that to print. But then the paper shortages hit, and Mixum didn't have. They stopped doing spot UV. I'm not sure what the reason was, because I don't know how the paper shortage had anything to do with spot UV. Maybe like the chemicals they need was in shortage as well, because there was just like a global shortage for everything for a few months.
Yeah.
But so I had to go hunting for printers, and I had the hardest fucking time finding a printer that wasn't, because the prices were going up and the ones who could do it were way out of my price range. So I finally found someone that actually was recommended and used to do good work apparently, but something happened where I hired them, and I think the person doing kind of managing the company had recently passed. So all their customer service just went to shit. And not only did they not have paper, but the communication was hard. That's a whole other issue. They were unprofessional. But the spot UV, it pushed my printing back because I was just hunting for a place that could do it. And maybe your situation will be different, because I think the paper shortages are better now. They're still going on, but they're a lot better than it was like about 8 months ago. But yeah, that was like a huge issue for me. Like just finding someone who could do it, and it adds a lot to the cost. I think it's like, for my print run, that's another like $1,000.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm a fan of it, but I'm just letting you know, be careful. Like maybe you can do it, but don't offer it as a stretch goal per se. You can make that stretch goal like a thicker paper stock or something. And so you can still do the spot UV, but if it just seems ridiculously impossible, you're not obligated.
I get you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll rethink it if we get closer to it, but I admittedly love the look of it, and that was one thing that a bunch of artists told me about the cover to book one. They're like, it would look so much better with spot UV, and I'm like, all right, we'll see about it with book two. And now that I'm out there, it's like, because other people have done it, they're like, I don't know. So
I know. Well, yeah, that's my stance. Is I love spot UV foil and everything, but I would say because of like the supply chain shit, maybe not promise it.
Yeah.
Because what might also happen is, well, you can't get spot UV, but you could get foil, then you're beholden to spot UV, even though you can get something else that also looks really cool, but you're kind of in a bind then.
Yeah. One thing I had noticed is that like Mix'em now, like since the paper shortage isn't much of a thing anymore, at least not here. Then they were offering it for a lot less than usual, which is why I'm like, yeah, well, fuck it, why not? So, but we'll see what happens when we get there. I think we'll get there. Yeah. We hit 25K with the last book, so I think we'll probably get there again.
I think, yeah, if you did with the last book, you will. So just plan ahead. I mean, I agree that the cover for your first book would look great with spot UV. I'm just traumatized.
I get you.
Spot UV in the 24-hour emotional damage. Wait, I need to play the GIF.
Emotional damage.
Okay, all right, that's better now. That helps me. Yeah, feel better every time. It's like getting yelled at by my mom all over again.
Oh God.
I would like to, Maromi, but I'm not like making promises just because of all the reasons I just said. I would really like to. If I don't do spot UV, I might do foil. Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
But yeah, at 50K, since I have my my vest on, and I have yet to put patches on it yet. So I think when I was thinking about that, I'm like, wait a minute. Why not do patches of each of the knights as crosses?
Yeah.
Because with cool. My buddy Von Klaus, who did Monster MD, it is doing why am I forgetting the name of it?
Terror in the Trenches?
Terror in the Trenches. Yes, thank you. Yeah. He did patches for Monster MD, and I'm like, man, that would be fucking awesome. So I'm like, yoink. But that's what I want to do for 50K. And then 100K, Preston is also a tattoo artist. And we actually talked about this for book one, is we celebrate if we hit 6 figures. Preston would tattoo me with part of the logo.
Oh, damn! That's
because I've only got one tattoo. It's this one.
I want that kind of shit as a stretch goal. What's your tattoo? Is it a?
It's a cross that I designed.
Okay, cool.
And I plan on getting a lot more. But
do you want to show it?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's got a stake around it.
Yep.
Nice.
I have a ton more planned. Most of them I designed myself. Not that I'm an artist, but you know. But yeah, Preston, I figured since the rest of my arms are kind of reserved for different stuff I put together, I didn't have anything for my upper right arm. So I'm like, why don't we do... Gotta go all the way back up. This part of the logo. But instead of the 3, put a cross in it. But just this part of the logo I thought would look... It would look freaking dope. Because he's talking about if we hit it, he'll get this part. So...
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's badass. I didn't know he did tattoos. Where is he?
I don't think that he's got a shop. I think that he just learned how to do it on a whim.
He's down in the New Orleans area, right?
Yeah, he's down in New Orleans, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not too far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a pilgrimage.
But it has it has kind of the religious theme of some of the stuff I had figured, and how I plan on, once I get all the individual tattoos, how I plan on like putting together like a sleeve for it. It actually fit the idea of what I was going for. So I'm like, this would be perfect. So yeah, if we hit 100K on this campaign, we'll do that and we'll live stream it too. Yeah,
that would be cool. One logo on each butt cheek. I don't know if people want that live stream.
I am old, fat, and ugly. That is not happening.
Are you sure, though? Are you sure?
There ain't nobody wants to see any part of me naked. Let's be honest. I think my arms are enough.
Matt G, thank you for $1 again. Get all of those fiendishy tattoos. I still need to get my fiendish tattoo. I know it's gonna happen. I want to get one too. Something simple, but yeah. It's been a while. I feel the itch. To get more ink.
Yeah, I've been putting my next one off. So.
Yeah, it's been years since I got another tattoo, but it's not that I know what I want. I want a fiendish logo. I want something like a D20 with some stuff around it for because I'm a tabletop gamer. Okay. And I want a Elfbeth sword on one forearm, and I want Narsil on the other forearm.
Cool.
Those are the ones I'm sure of. But eventually.
Tabletop. I wish I still had time for that.
I don't even have time to. Well, I haven't been playing for like 2 months, by the way. But
yeah.
Before I got so busy with Fiendish 2, I was playing all the time, and I don't have time to go get tattoos. I don't have time for gaming. I don't have time to have a life.
I feel it. I know.
Friends.
I know the struggle.
Yeah.
So you know what that means, friends. Go back, gob Fiendish girl.
Yes, back Fiendish. Because that'll make all my suffering worth it.
Fiendish will allow her to have a life, friends.
It will.
The Ladies Maid consumer.
Hello. Hi, 80s Maid. Fiendish doesn't allow me to have... Well, if... Technically it would help, because then I would be able to do comics full time, and I would be much less stressed. All right. So is there? Let's. What else didn't we cover on these campaigns?
I think that's about it. I don't think I talked about the tiers.
Okay, let's go through them.
So real quick, the top one, I got a box tier on this one too. This is the Box of War, and it has.
I love your box tier names. That's the Ark of the Covenant, Box of War.
Thank you.
And.
But this one is basically everything except for the a la carte stuff. So, both books, the 11x17 posters that are available, so which are the covers, and then the Joe Ball one, and then both T-shirts, which are going to be white shirts with the sketches, the pencils of both covers on them. And then, of course, all of those Berserk homage art prints as well. So, ton of really good shit in that. Plus, the box, as you can see there, I haven't put the full mock-up yet, but it is going to be the pencils from the book will be on the box as well. So, that way, if people want to hold on to the box, it actually looks really cool on your shelf.
Mm-hmm.
So that's in the box of war. The comic itself is $25 plus shipping.
Mm-hmm. How many pages is this one?
It's 45 as of right now. Preston and I, in part of wanting to take our time with this, Preston and I plan on going through the script again, kind of feeling, because there's some pages where I feel like might be a little too condensed. Because I don't like decompressed comics. They annoy the piss out of me. Thank you, Brian Michael Bendis, for ruining that. So I'm like, let's, I write I'm very old school. I write like, I'm not as good as, but Chris Claremont is the first guy I think of when like a writer that I want to style myself after, like him or Peter David
Very
or
condensed.
Warren Ellis.
Yeah. No wasted space.
Exactly. And because you go back and you read like Claremont's X-Men or Excalibur, or even his Miss Marvel, back when Carol Danvers was a character worth reading. There's no wasted space. Jim Starlin, same thing. Warren Ellis, to this day, no wasted space. You could even see that in his Castlevania series. So, which was fucking awesome. But that's my style too. I like to write an old school style. But the tricky part about doing that is getting your pace right. So Preston and I want to make sure that we've got it spot on. The book one was the one thing a lot of people complimented me on. But that that's I want to make sure book two is as well.
Mm-hmm. What do you have against 31 word balloons in one page? Well, that's not necessarily that's in a way too condensed storytelling.
Yes.
But that's multiple problems. That's telling not showing. That's too condensed storytelling, and that's just bad design. And yeah.
You want the dialogue to move the scene, because like you're not doing Clerks. You're not doing two guys sitting there talking, and that only really works well in movies. And the dialogue has to be fucking fantastic, or else it's just two people talking about brunch,
Movies and comics have a lot of similarities, but especially talking scenes are one of the biggest differences, because in movies you can do headshot, and as long as the dialogue's interesting, like you said, it's fine. In comics, you cannot do that. The only time you can do that is to kind of pull people out of the scene and make them feel uneasy, because it doesn't work that way. In comics, it feels like the scene is dead. So you need to keep your storytelling dynamic while characters are talking. You need to keep the scene moving. And if you just have like 5 paragraphs, but first of all, it doesn't make sense. That's bad character acting, because the character should change expression and their mood change as they're talking. So every time their tone or they move on to a different subject, every new sentence, that would be a new panel, because their expression is changing. What your shot choices should be informed by what the character is saying. Like if they're saying something that they're very confident about, up shot, something like that. If they're dejected, down shot, the simple things. So that's just bad storytelling on all fronts.
Yeah, let me grab a page from book one to kind of give an idea of. I'm a big fan of whenever there's dialogue, whenever the conversation moves, have the characters move with it.
Yes. Or the best, like, it's good to just have dynamic storytelling, even if if characters are talking, but the best is to have them doing something that reflects what they're saying as they talk, and that's really hard. You can't always do that, but when writers do that, it's just amazing. Or like have something going on in the background that like reflects on what they're saying. It's fucking amazing when that happens.
This page right here is, I think, a pretty decent example of how I did it. Is basically, there's always something going on. There's always a reference to what's being discussed. So that way you're not putting yourself in a position where you're just looking at somebody's face and they're just talking at you. You have a visual reference. It's a visual medium. Give people cool shit to look at, So that's the best way to do it.
Truth. I agree. What is going on in chat? We have a wild Micah. What is? Is that supposed to be? Who is that?
That is a parody of me. Yes.
Oh my god. Dad, it's like you and the quokka.
Basically, but me without a full beard.
Oh my god, I was like, that looks like you, but your beard is different. I was really confused.
Yeah, during the winters, I actually once it starts getting cold, I grow it out.
Yeah.
Dead like Jew Wario.
Oh my god. Yes. Do you write your dialogue last? That's interesting. Yeah, when do you write your dialogue?
At the same time as I'm writing whatever, like I go panel by panel.
Okay.
So it's basically describe what's in the panel, then the dialogue, then go to the next one. Just back and forth, bing, 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 bing.
Okay. Does your dialogue stay, do you change things when after the art is done and you start lettering?
Yeah. Because, I work pretty, anytime, because Eric Weathers has lettered all my books so far. We, usually what we'll do is I'll send him the script and he'll throw out the initial lettering. And then I'll look through it and then, and it's already been edited by that point, but I'll edit it again to make sure, that it fits. It's not bloviating, basically, that it's more concise.
Right.
And you're not, finding yourself in a position where it's like you've got too many words and it's taking away from the art that's there.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't see how the lettering looks until you can't until you finish the lettering because you want it to fit nicely in the circle.
Exactly.
Pretty. And stuff like that. I understand. Well, very cool. Let's see. Refresh Inglewood. Whoop! Are there any more baggers? Come on, yay!
All right.
Woo!
Awesome.
Thank you guys. Yes. Another how much was that? Was that another 100 or
another 100?
Another 100! Yay! You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. Well, cool. Is there anything else for this campaign? We covered it.
I think we covered everything on Inglewood.
Okay. Lovely. Yeah, that's really interesting. I'm usually not super interested in stuff with Judeo-Christian theme. Not because I have anything against it, I just don't get it. But I like the premises, I think with Three Knights too, it's clearly because I like Viking shit and I like medieval stuff. So it's where I like medieval stuff but not the religious aspect. I'm just really interested in sort of like the brutality of it and I don't know. I really like the Viking Age. So I've studied that a lot. But this premise is interesting as well. So you got me.
I'm glad. And I'll tell you one thing, just being somebody who studied theology in college and then did the whole ministry thing for a little bit, there's a lot of jacked up stuff in the Bible.
That's what I've heard.
There's so much demonology also that has been written about through the past. I'm like, why don't people use this? So that's what I do.
Right, yeah, I bet you draw a lot from religious texts, things that most people don't know about.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of there's the Bible, and then there's like Catholic demonology, there's Dante's Inferno, so you can go down that road. Then there's a bunch of other books that were written during the Middle Ages that talked about demons and stuff like that. There's also Jewish mythology, and because that's where like the succubus comes from and things of that nature that I can pull from that don't really get the don't really get the recognition that they should in fiction.
Yeah, there is so much stuff that doesn't really get represented. I hate using that term nowadays, but that is
I get you.
I wish it wasn't corrupted. There's so much fantasy that is, and this is like semi-fantasy. It is fantasy. It's like you have historical fantasy. Inglewood is superhero fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you say so? Correct.
Oh yeah, I would definitely agree.
Yeah. That a lot of people derive their world building from fantasy that already exists. Like, we've all know there's like 1,000,001 Tolkien ripoffs, and then ripoffs of the Tolkien ripoffs, or everything references Dune. Absolutely
Amazon has a
everything.
ripoff show right now.
Yeah.
Yes,
this weird thing that this fantasy world that they kind of just made up that has nothing to do with Tolkien. It's really strange. I heard of this zombie show. Very interesting. That is. I heard the main character's name is Guy Ladriel or something like that.
Oh Lord!
I hate Amazon with a passion.
I love Amazon. They deliver my packages safely and in good quality.
God damn it! I hate them, but I love them. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I remember somebody told me, he's like, yeah, don't rage watch such and such thing. I'm like, do you have Amazon Prime? Well, yeah. You've already funded the show.
I know, it pisses me off. Amazon is so.
The way I look at it is, I funded Amazon so that I could send Shatner to space.
Okay.
There is that.
He doesn't need to go to space.
He already did. Amazon took him.
I want Elon to go to Mars. I don't give a fuck about Shatner.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly,
I think he's going to the moon first.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
I love that. We need something to rally behind. We need some, like, an achievement like that again.
Agreed.
Society is too jaded.
Yes. Well, the last person who did something cool with that sort of thing started Shirtgate. I don't know if you remember that controversy.
Oh yeah, with the guy who was wearing the naked girls or
it was a bowling shirt with women in bikinis on it, and he lands a fucking probe on like an asteroid, but the shirt's the problem.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember, and I remember that was one of the first times I was like, oh, there's some really outraged people on the internet. I think, and then after that, this was so long ago. And the next incident where I just realized things were really ridiculous was the Google guy, the Google bro, who wasn't a bro. He was this dorky guy who was just like, hey, men and women are different.
James, what's his name? I know who you're talking. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And
I just remember everyone's like vilifying him, and well, I read what he wrote because it's not that long, and it was completely inoffensive.
I know, right? Well, inoffensive to normal people,
Oh god!
Like people who are just like that you see on the street. Like if you were to walk up to them and say men and women are different, they're like, and.
Yeah, and the thing was, I was a little feministy at the time still, because I was like 24. I was like, yeah, girl power. But that was, I think, the first time I realized that modern feminism is complete bullshit, and it's not about, it's not about equality. It's getting weird. Not to get too far into that, but yes, you're right. You're right. There's a lot of stupid shit, and we should focus on science and achievement and give these activists, I don't know, too much activism, not enough getting shit done.
Just give their statements the exact reaction it's supposed to get. Middle finger. Just fuck them.
Yeah, just fucking ignore them. People need to learn to do that. Somebody said Prime, most of Amazon is free shipping. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing that too. I got Prime because I needed to buy so much stuff for my house, because I've been like renovating and getting, furniture and house stuff, but now that I'm almost done, I might cancel Prime. Yeah, not just because of the Amazon, and not just because of Lord of the Rings, partially because of that, and I'm serious, but I just don't need it. And fuck Bezos. Creepy motherfucker. Okay, alright. Okay, we're getting derailed. What? Circling back. What were we talking about? We're complaining about Disney on Netflix.
I think we were we're like halfway through the tiers on 3 nights. I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, you didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
You're good. You're good.
Here we go. Okay.
Get back to that book, friend.
But one thing I'm wanting to sell more of, honestly, is the giant size posters. Because we're doing 24 by 36s of the Joe Ball one plus the cover to book 2. And I am, colors or not, I'm getting. Oh, there's Oliver right there. Oliver.
Hey, finally!
About time you show up.
Oh my god, I know, right?
Vacuum coloring it.
Hey, we've been just singing praises to you for like 2 hours, Oliver. Where have you been?
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm really interested to see how Oliver colors Joe Ball. I'm really, really, really stoked to see it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, either the black or white or the colored version. I am definitely putting the full size of Joe Balls right next to Guts.
Oh yeah, that would be so cool.
Oh yeah.
You got some really good posters on this. All of these would work well as full size posters.
Oh yeah. If more people start backing these, I might make them something we do more of in the future. Because it's when I move out to North Carolina, I want to open an eBay store, and just have more of this stuff that we can just print out from our print shop, and then just bam, get it out there. So
Oliver learned his lesson. I've been coloring.
Good. I don't have to put you in the Steiner recliner.
Damn. Hi, Jimmy. Oh, thank you
Jimmy.
to Anna. Hey.
Nice.
Thank you, Anna Havana. Ding. I love Anna. She's adorable. Color Joe's balls. Okay, that's not what we were saying. Continue.
All right. But yeah, books 1 and 2 are available for people who missed out on the first one. Book 1 is actually discounted by $5 as well. Mm-hmm. So for people who missed it, you can get book 2 plus the 11x17 posters if you want. Then the t-shirts are available as well. Those, of course, are sketch versions of book 1's cover, book 2's cover. Mm-hmm. And then if you want a version of the book with a sketch on the inside cover from Preston, then you're going to want to grab this particular tier. So, Demon, one of the knights, what you want, it'll be a sketch related to the book. But that one, we've only got 6 of those left.
Okay. Only 6?
Only
brands?
6. And the one thing we do special for this tier is people who want to still get the box tier too, you can upgrade the box on top of it. So you get all this stuff in the box and one of these. So,
what if you want to get book 1 and that sketch tier of book 2?
That's available as an add-on too.
So what would you do? Would you buy this version and then add book 1 on?
Yeah, if you wanted to get both, if you just click get this perk, you can see not only can you get book 1 added on, you can also get another copy without a sketch. And then or you can just upgrade straight to the box of war. And then that one is like you basically get 2 copies of book 2, one with the sketch, one without, and then a copy of book 1 and all the other good shit too.
And one without could be your Christmas gift to whoever.
Exactly.
There you go.
But then you need to buy 2 copies of book 1, so that
buy more copies. Buy all the copies.
Exactly. Back twice, back often, as Malin used to say. And then finally, we still have 4 original pages that are available as well. So I actually need to have my business partner send me the page that Preston gave me for book 1, because I've obviously got space for it on my walls, but I want to hang that up. But these are not only that; these are full page spreads that are available. So, and they only run for $3.50, which for a full page spread of Preston Acevedo art, $3.50's kind of a steal.
That's really cheap.
Yeah, because that's what he told me to set it at. And I was like, really?
No.
So I know, right?
Shit.
Yell at him, not at me. I said we should go for more.
You should.
But
at least 500.
But yeah, we got 4 left, guys.
All right.
So, and then there was also a B in the book tier, but people are the drawn in stuff. People already sold out of that. That went fast. So
yeah, people like that, huh?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
People liked him so much on the last 2 books. I was like, well, I might as well do them for everything.
Yeah.
It gives people an opportunity to put themselves in there. So
yeah,
I dig it.
I should have done that. That's cool though. That cool. Ooh, I could still do that.
You could. There's nothing stopping you. You could add that tonight if you wanted. You probably sell out tonight, given how well you've been doing.
Yeah, I've been struggling with things to add to the campaign. It's a little hard to add stuff to my campaign. I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, maybe.
I sold 2 on mine.
There you go.
There you go. Alrighty. Stay tuned, friends.
But yeah, that is the that is where we sit with 3 Nights, and I'm super fucking stoked about how this book's gonna turn out. Like, we're taking a lot of time on it, but it will be worth it. I promise.
Well, I don't know. It's worth taking your time on these books. As long as people are seeing you update, they know you're working on it, it's fine, right? Because the whole point of crowdfunding and the price point is because not just because of smaller print runs, but these are bigger books, they're higher quality, and doing these books through crowdfunding allows us the space and time that you wouldn't have if you're working for a publisher comic that you need to pump out certain pages every month to really refine your work. And I also like that, you can tell stories in larger chunks if you work this way with these big books. That all of our books are like at least 50 pages. I would say instead of forcing your story to be 20 pages every time, you can use as many pages as you want, and it's a more satisfying story chunk. I like that, and I think the readers like that as well. So
exactly, I completely agree.
Good, very good. Wait, what? Oh, my hair. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm distracting everybody. Well, awesome. That is, I can't remember if I backed 3 Nights, but if I didn't, I will.
Awesome.
I'll be back as well.
Shame on me. Yeah, I definitely will. All right. Ooh, should I? Let me pull up Goblin Girl real quick. Stan, you were my. Oh, do you wanna? Where are you? I mean, I was gonna share it.
I'm on the screen.
Hey, oh, I'm stupid. Hey! So, yeah, about those shirts. Are those already available?
These aren't available yet. I was trying to find a printer that would print them.
Oh, so, right.
I found that one. Who was it? Threadless evidently was willing to print them. So, and the print came out really nice. It's a little washed out on the screen, but it looks.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get
it's just the light. Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah, it's a little better there.
Yeah. Oh, that's so annoying that they wouldn't print it. I mean, you have the copyright. They should just shut up and print it.
It's not that. They deemed it.
I know it is that. Yeah, and it's stupid. It's fucking prudes. So, Goblin Girl friends, if you like that shirt, and you had 2 very good reasons to.
And if you back the Goblin's chest tier, you'll have one of these to go on your chest.
There you go.
Dun dun dun.
Gotta love puns.
Now you can also say, "Hey, my eyes are up here."
Funny situation.
So Goblin Girl at 21,000.
Nice.
Keep this going, friends. Ooh, did you?
I think so, because I think it was at like 21 or something before. So maybe somebody bought a book.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you to whoever bought that book.
I gotta update the page, put some more images on it because Billy's got some new colored stuff to share.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have I have those glasses that are available on through my link tree, which I'll have to get that link and drop it out again. But I made glasses out of some of the images, and they came out really nice. And I ordered a set, so when I have those in, I will start sharing that link if people want to buy those. I'm not making much on those. I just wanted them because they're cool, and other people said that they would want pint glasses and stuff. So I was like, let's make them available.
Yeah.
But I had to make them. I had to make it to where I wasn't making much on them because they're kind of expensive just to have made, unless I was gonna bulk make like 1,000 of them or something, in which I don't have a place to store 1,000 of them. So I just I'll put them on this site. People want Goblin Girl stuff on things, and they want them now because they're gonna be waiting for the book a little bit because we're still coloring it. Then there'll be stuff for people to enjoy immediately, and then the shirts might be the same thing. And I think the people that have ordered the box set ones, I think I'm gonna probably just start printing those and sending those out early, directly through the print company, so that way people have some stuff to enjoy while they're waiting.
Yeah, no, I think there's the problem with merch is it almost always has to be shipped separately, and there's not much of a profit margin. But really, with shirts and mugs and stuff, it's it's to get the word out there for your campaign,
Yeah.
and people really like it. And I mean, you
That's
know,
the thing.
we appreciate if the fans want to rep the. I didn't realize this, but people were asking me for shirts, and you know, people want to rep these books, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's it's good to have it out there.
Just not to deter away from my lovely campaign, but that Preston Acevedo cover with the dude standing on the church stones and stuff, that needs to be on a shirt. I would buy that.
Oh yeah, that thing's fucking rock
That
and
is a
roll.
cool
Shit.
image.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look
That is
into
metal.
doing that for sure.
Yeah.
You should. That needs to be on a shirt. Kind of just fray out the edges a little bit.
Yes.
That would look like an old school rocker shirt.
Throughout the
and have,
edges
like,
with
the
some
logo.
like metal ass like logo across the top.
Yes.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Do it. Oh, and if you guys haven't checked out Printful, I've had a very good experience with them.
I'm
so
gonna look
far.
into Printful. You've sort of sold me on it based on what you were saying.
Yeah, I like it. I've heard St. Clair recommended as well, but I think you have to like talk to. I'll talk to them as well, but right now I'm using Printful.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. 2 big reasons to back Goblin Girl. They're right here.
Yes.
Hey, and of course, Bean Dish is my book, everybody.
Sweet.
Oh my gosh, we hit 109K. Whee! Thank you guys. I'm gonna refresh. I hope
Crazy.
I hope I didn't get a
Got 110K. Come on, let's do this.
No. Oh, it's still the same. At least nobody refunded. So thank you guys. I'm such a pessimist. So the next stretch goal, we're less than 1,000 from the next stretch goal, which is 110. And I'm gonna add more pages to the book. And the next stretch goal, I'm not super sure what it is yet. I'm not gonna say, but it
Is
should.
there a possibility in these new pages there might be some fans in there?
Maybe.
Maybe some
What?
drama.
Oh no! It's like extra content, like extra world building content.
All right.
Yeah, Dan sounds so like disappointed. No. If I do have a drawn in, I could do that, but because I have some crowd scenes I haven't finished yet, so it's perfect.
Ooh, perfect.
Yeah. So I'll add that separately. That doesn't really need to be a stretch goal, but
Could have some people going, I thought he was supposed to be 17. He sure looks like 45.
what? Are you mocking the fact that everybody draws Casimir and he's still older than they are?
Yeah. I think I figured out why, though, okay?
Why?
Because he's got it. He has chin hair, right?
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
the fuzz here.
It's really grown in and pronounced. It's not spotty. Like somebody that age would not have that fullness of a
20-year-old's gonna have gut. He's 20.
He's 20.
Yes.
Mm,
He's not
okay.
17.
I
But
thought
it's
he was-
like this weird in between age, right? Where
Yeah.
either people think he's 17 or everybody's been drawing him like he's 30. He's not. I think it's just because I have a manga style, so people assume I draw
Everybody's younger
people
than they
young.
are. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're really
I think-
not.
I see what I did that made him look older, and it was that I did the harsh lighting from like the shadowing that made his cheeks pronounced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little chiseled.
Yeah, I chiseled him up too
No.
much. He's like Brad Pitt in Fight Club right there. He's like made out of wood.
Yeah, this could be him in like 10 years. So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
super
King.
mind.
That's the King version of him.
It's the king version of him. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's He-Man. Yes, he's He-Man. So I finally decided to put the character ages on the website so people know. And Easko he's 13. It's not just my art style. So anyways, the fan art contest is still going on. Should I show the pieces I've got? So let me do that. Let me close out and show all the fan art pieces that I've gotten in, okay? Like the ones that people that are done. Let me just shout out the ones that are already in. Yeah? You guys want to see that?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
See,
What-
I'm kind of
what,
just
uh,
saving everything.
What level do we have to get to we get the Dojin side book?
What?
Never
Oh,
mind.
the what do you mean? The half
Like-
chapter?
No, I was making a joke.
Oh.
I was talking like the Japanese adult fan fiction.
Oh. the Dojin? Like what?
Yeah.
Do you mean?
Yeah, the Dojin, the little like floppy magazines.
Oh, I know. I've been to Comic Cat. What, you want to do one? Feel free to do one.
I'll do one. You want me to do one?
You don't need my fucking permission. Okay, anyways, this is
Sweet.
Here we go. Here's
Wow. Who's that?
Yeah, this person emailed it to me, so it wasn't on Twitter. But
Holy
this is
cow,
one of the. This
nice.
is actually the first one he finished in like a fucking week.
That cat
Really
is
good.
really well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
That face is great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one looked really good.
Redraw mine.
Look at that. That's a great face. He's really good.
That's good too.
Yeah, and Isko looks good. That cat is amazing.
Yeah.
This one's really good. Yep, and then here's Narwhals.
Wow.
Ooh, nice.
Trying to. Yep. I like how he has this style where it looks like he spent 10 minutes on it, but it looks amazing. Like every stroke is just perfect. I hate him. It's annoying.
He's constantly just drawing himself in these things.
What do you mean? He looks like his
I
features
feel like
are just.
I feel like
Is
in my
his
head,
features
my
look like this?
imagination, he posed for that arrow shot. He went out
Oh.
in the woods. He went out in the woods, put a headband on, and he's like, "Hey." No, not even hey. He just took the camera and put it on a log and like did that little jump like right on the 3-second camera shot.
He probably would. That sounds like what Narwhal would do.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I really like this
good,
one.
These are really good submissions, guys. This is gonna be hard. I think I need to put together like a panel of judges eventually, but I haven't figured that out yet. But it's gonna be hard.
Funny. I've seen lots of fan art for books, and all your fan art is like, it's like professionals have joined the competition, not like just fans. Like it's
crazy. Oh
highly skilled people are doing fan art.
I know. It's insane.
It's like you're expecting the stuff to be rough, and none of it is.
No. Let's see. There's some that are simpler, but I wouldn't say they're rough. Like this is another one. I'm not sure if he's done.
You consider this one simple?
Well, he was saying he wanted to add more in the background.
Wow.
I don't think it's simple. I think it's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
like,
it's great.
It's so expressive. Look
Yeah,
at the fucking detail,
that
dude.
is awesome.
Look at the face. This is
Yeah.
so good. I think
So
this
good.
might be the favorite face.
I like the slashes on the shoulder too. It's really nice.
Yeah. Like the face though, it's so expressive. I can't, guys. I can't. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? Hey, Rocafort, you like Fiendish, right? You want to join? That would never happen.
Holy shit, that'd be crazy.
I can't even get him to do a cover. I asked him for a cover. He's like, I'm doing covers right now. He's too busy. All right, and this is Mr. Miller.
Yeah, that
I mean, of course, his is awesome. He did an awesome Rippo one as well, a Rippoverse one. It's crazy. Like he did a rough sketch, and I was like, oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's a really good composition. Because I hadn't seen, I saw I think he won the Inglorious Rex contest, but I saw the piece. I didn't know it was him. And then he painted it up, and I was like, whoa, he's painting it. Because I thought it was like line art and, comic style. And then somebody's like, yeah, he did that Inglorious Rex piece. And, holy shit. This is gonna be so hard, guys. I'm gonna have to pick between these.
So many contributions.
Yeah, this is so
Only one
great.
can be picked. Which
No,
one
I
will
have-
it be?
I have 3 so far, and I might add more. So,
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think one. I'm gonna increase the reward amount, and I might print a second one in the book if we get to the right stretch goal. So this is why we want the campaign to reach higher stretch goals, guys, because
Bounty will go up.
especially if you have participated in a fan art contest and you want the reward to go up, then spread the word about the campaign. Like, if you've already backed it, you can help by sharing it, let people know about it, because somebody might love this and they just haven't seen it yet. So we need to put it in front of more people's eyes. And I'll be increasing the rewards for all of these because I want to give back to the fans. That's what this is about.
Look at that narwhal piece.
Yeah, man. So crazy. I was on his show, and he's like, I think I'm gonna draw E-Skull, and the next day he just like spits this out. It's like, look at this awesomeness.
Oh yeah. Narwhal's great, man. I love it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for so many. Okay. Awesome. Thank you again, everybody. I think that is pretty good. A pretty thorough show for the day. Thank you again for coming on. It's I don't know. Is that the right way to put it? Don't make fun of my English.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm confused. What do you mean?
No, it is. Yes. No, I was just agreeing.
Okay.
Yeah, we covered everything.
We did! Yay! Oh, EVS is streaming. Cool, perfect. Well, I need to get to work, so I'll probably, I'll haunt the chat. So everybody go over there. Thank you for joining me. And everybody go follow Micah. And Dan, where can people find you?
You can find me down there. And Micah Curtis, where can you find him? That's more important.
Yes, on YouTube, it's just my full name. On Twitter, it's at Micah Curtis 85.
Cool. And you can follow me, obviously, Rainy Draws. This is the channel you're watching on. If you haven't subbed yet, you should sub. Hit like and sub. I want to get to 3,000 followers. That'd be great.
And keep that fan art coming.
Keep that fan art coming, and
So
all
hard.
that good stuff, and back these books. All right, I'll see you guys Friday. I have streams tomorrow and Friday, so I don't even know where. Just follow my Twitter. And Saturday at the auction. All right, I'll see you guys there. Bye. 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 Bye.